This is Rashid Davis, former Chicago Bear wide receiver. Yeah, that guy. And you're rocking with the Chicago Clubhouse Podcast, where they think they know everything, but they don't know jack.
Hey, young world, what's good? It's your boy Bernard Berrian, a.k.a. B Twice. And when I go podcasting, I make sure to rock with the Chicago Clubhouse Podcast, where they think they know everything, but they really don't know shit. Twice.
Welcome back. It's the podcast where, we think we know everything, but we really don't know shit. Yeah, man. So we have a dope pod lined up today. Let me tell you what we're doing. So first, we're gonna have my man coming here, our special guest, B Twice, B Bizzle in the Hizzle for shizzle. Okay, so for those of y'all who are not hip, that means Bernard Berrian in the house for sure. So first we're gonna have Bernard. Then we got a couple new segments we're gonna introduce. Those are gonna be funny as hell. One of the segments is called AB's Fun Fact. So AB is part of the All-Star team. You'll see him in a minute. And then we have another segment called Post-it Notes. So it's not post-it, it's posted. So it's something that I posted and got like an overwhelming response, like over 200 responses over Twitter and Facebook. And I will let you know what I posted later on in the pod. But hi, Ms. Benet. That's my sister. Hi, sister. But so I'll let you know later on in the pod what it was that I posted. But first thing we want to do, since we have a special guest, is we want to bring him on because he's a coach now. So he has to coach his team later on today in about an hour. So first, let me introduce my all-star team. Then we're going to get to Bernard Berrian. So first up, my man who knows everything and absolutely fucking nothing at the same damn time. J.I.
What's up, T Nick? What's up, Chicago Clubhouse Podcast? What's good?
What's up, Playboy?
Man, I'm looking forward to you hollering at B Twice, man. We got Chicago royalty up in here. That's what's up.
Man, this is gonna be dope. This should be dope.
I got a couple of questions for him because I did a little research on him and I kind of got some personal questions. So I'm looking forward to it, man.
Personal. Oh shit. Let me introduce the second part of the All-Star team. My man who knows every single stat from every single team since the 90s. My man, JB. What's up, JB?
Man, I'm on. What's happening, fellas?
What's good, brother? How you feel?
What's good, homie? Your light sucks, by the way.
Hey, it's light outside.
Your lighting sucks. Hey, I want to introduce, though, the fourth part of the All-Star team today. And he never really comes out here. AB, the fun fact man. AB, come on out here, man.
What's up, guys? How you doing, man?
AB,
good to see you made it.
Yes, sir. Wouldn't miss it.
We didn't think you were coming for a minute, buddy.
Man, from one job to the next. That's how I do.
Yeah, man. I'm glad you made it, man. Shit. Now, where is our guest at, though? Where is our guest at, man? But you know what? While we're waiting for him, why don't you go ahead and take us out, AB, and run that clip?
Oh, you want to run it now?
Might as well, unless you want to wait. You want to wait till he gets here so he can see it?
I need him to see it, man. I spent all day on it. I gotta have him see it. I spent too much time on it for him not to see it.
And by the way, everybody in the chat, what's happening? Alex, Bullets, Bryant. Bryant is that's Fire Jock. What's up, DJ Fire Jock? In the his house. Yeah, man. B Twizzle's gonna be in his house too, but we still waiting on him.
He's here now, actually.
I think he just showed up. Yeah. All right, so go ahead, run that clip.
Uh-oh, my man.
Not
tight pocket coming into the 10 to the 5 to the end zone, walking it. A touch, Bernard Berrian. Touchdown. Touchdown Bears. On the Rams, three receivers, one back is Grossman on a short set. Takes throws. It is cut by Berrian. 25-20. Right down the middle, 10. 5. End zone. Touchdown. Touchdown Bears. Berrian showing his speed. Pulling away from defenders, and it's a 34-yard Bears touchdown. 1:02 left in the third quarter. Second down and 11 out of the eye. Reds have a takeaway and a play fake. Sets his feet, going deep. Throw for Berrian. Over the shoulder, end zone. Touchdown! Touchdown Bears! Receivers, high set. First and 10. Play fake. Rex to the pocket. Winds up. Going deep for Berrian. Over the shoulder. Down the grab. End zone. Touchdown! Oh my God! Left to right. Out of the eye. McKee late man for Thomas Jones. Play fake by Grossman. All kinds of time. Loading up the depot. He's got Berrian. He's on the foot. Over the shoulder. End zone. Touchdown! Touchdown Bears! Berrian speed gets behind the secondary, and it's a 49-yard strike, and Grossman's wound up right now.
Because he can do stuff like this. Bernard Berrian, most speed on the entire field. Look at him go. 4 catches. Yeah, we got 2 banged up. Rex with a big
Saints show the blitz. Bears pick it up, and Grossman is going to go deep. What a play! Berrian rolls in for the touchdown.
Man, oh my God, that's like artistry. That is artistry, man. It's still chills.
You know, it gives me chills too. I want to go put a helmet on right now. I'm ready to see that. Getting ready to go to practice. I'm like, let me get some gear. Let me get some gear.
Yes, sir.
That's what's up.
B Twizzle in the hizzle for shizzle. My nizzle. What's going on with you, man?
Man, moving on up. Got a lot of things going on with this coaching and training. Starting a youth program right now called TNT. This is my shirt right here. TNT Tigers in Training. It's got about 5 teams, age 5 to 14 or 8th grade. And we're also doing cheerleading squad too. Same thing, 5 teams with that too. So
wow.
Yeah, that's been real hectic right now. We're starting from the ground up, floor up, everything, trying to raise funds, cleats, shoes, helmets, equipment, cheerleading equipment, everything's going on right now. So pretty busy a little bit.
That is dope, man.
Love giving back to the youth, man. That's what's
up. We're trying to make everything free for the kids. So
that's super dope, man. Super dope. So Man, we were talking earlier. Oh my god, I think I got mad all over again, dog. You were talking about how what you say his name was Cliff what?
Oh,
That messed up.
Stein, Cliff
Yeah,
Stein.
Cliff
Yeah, Cliff
Stein
Stein.
messed up the negotiation, so you couldn't come back to Chicago, man. Oh my god.
I think it's just more the contract numbers. I think he just wasn't really. He didn't want to pay that much, or at least come up to where I would be able to say at least make a decision about it and think about it. But he didn't want to make that move, so it was off to new destination.
And Minnesota was like, "Yeah, we give you whatever you want." Was they like that?
No, not really. Pretty much, but I mean, for a person in free agency to be attracted, they're gonna have to come up with a little bit more funds,
Right.
or else people are gonna just stay where they're at. But pretty much, yeah, we're gonna give you that dough.
It hurts seeing you go to the division
We're
round.
gonna give you that dough. Yeah. They needed it at the time too. They needed a deep threat at the time because they had AD in the backfield and they had the running game. I mean, we saw it at Chicago. I was like, man, that 296-yard game or something like that.
Right.
Crazy. So they needed a deep threat to balance it out.
Like that 99-yarder you caught in Minnesota though too. That was dope.
Yeah, I know. I wanted a 99. It's so funny. I always talk about that 99-yard play because everywhere I've been at since high school, I'm always in the coach's ear. If we get on the 1-yard line, the quickest way to score this touchdown, just bomb it up to me and I'm gonna go get it. I'll take care of everything for you. Ever since I was with Chicago, every OC at Chicago, every OC in Minnesota told the same thing. And finally, I wish it would have happened in Chicago, but finally when I got to Minnesota, the situation presented itself, and I was shocked. The OC called it. My face lit up. All I could think was, please, nobody jump off sides, because if somebody jump off sides, they're scrapping that play.
Oh wow!
It was definitely a beautiful masterpiece. You had some good quarterbacks, man. Like, so everybody we speak to, they speak very highly of Rex. Was Rex one of those guys, man, and we just as fans didn't notice?
I mean, he had an arm, so I mean, it was very exciting when Rex was in the game. That's, I think, a lot of people, a lot of fans take in consideration. It was a more of an exciting game. Granted, he had the turnovers, a little bit more turnovers, yeah, but our offensive was moving the ball by the air a lot better than previous seasons. So it's give and take. It's give and take. If
he's a gunslinger, that's what he do.
What's that?
He's a gunslinger. That's what they do.
And I love gunslingers. If it's in the area, I'll throw it. Throw it. Anybody, I'll tell you that. I don't care.
You gonna get it. You gonna get it, and you gonna eat.
Yeah, that's why that's why I like Rex. I was like, he gonna throw it. He for sure gonna throw it.
Right. It was a lot of the opposite team was at the end of a lot of those throws. But hey, I mean, whatever.
Yeah, that was the biggest thing. Is just getting the interception, the turnovers. I think he fumbled more than anything, but quarterback snaps. Yeah,
he didn't have he had untimely interceptions.
Yeah, he had untimely interceptions. Yeah. I would agree with that. But most of his turnovers were just quarterback center exchange, fumbling that stuff.
He had small hands.
Yeah, he did have small hands. So I could see that why that would frustrate players or fans extremely. So,
hey, bro, y'all got to the Super Bowl. You gave the city a lot of hope. You know what I'm saying? We was happy.
We was trying to bring it back, though. We really wanted to bring it back. Like I said, like the untimely turnovers. That one. I wish we had that back because we were finna blow. I think if we get that one back, the one that was picked off the deep ball to me, I think in the middle field.
Yeah,
if we get that one back, I think we blow the top off in that game, or it's going to be a lot harder for Payton to go down and just score at will.
Well, it was two, if I'm not mistaken. One was a pick and one was questionable on third down. Bob Sanders was one, and then Kelvin Hayden was the other, right?
Yeah, Kelvin Hayden was the one who took back to the house.
Right, that was a pick six, and then Bob Sanders on third down was the long deep ball on the other side of the field that would have put y'all in field goal position, if I'm not mistaken.
Exactly, correct.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't have put us in field position. That'd have been six.
That'd have been six? Okay.
I had a beat. Yeah, it would have been six for sure. I was mad about that one. I was on my way to MVP. I was going to be in Disney World. on my little flag.
Now, had that happened, they would have to cough up that money, man. They would have had to cough up that money.
What's that now? The microphone's coming out a little static.
I said, had that happened, and you got the MVP, you went to Disney World, hey, they would have had to cough up that money.
Oh, for sure. It'd have been hard not to.
Yeah.
It'd have been really, really, really hard not to, especially with a blowout game like that. I mean, even though that season kind of proved, what I can do with my abilities or whatever, I think that would have just put the icing on the cake for sure.
Yeah, icing on the cake.
Deep threat since Willie Gault. Shoot.
Man, you know what I'm saying? Like, if Willie can get down that field too. But that was my specialty. I think it's just like, I think we were on the show with Rashid one time. I could track the ball. So as soon as the ball was let go in the air, like instantly, I knew where it was going to be at. So it was easy for me to put my head down or turn on the speed if I needed to or slow down.
Right.
But tracking the ball was my specialty.
He was faster than Willie Gault.
Go get that. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm not a 100-meter runner.
No, yeah, you were. Yeah, you
I'm
were.
at football speed, bro.
You have football speed. Like that 40 time wasn't what you ran in the game.
Nah, at all. I tell my 40 time, people are like, "What?
4.4 is not slow. 4.4 is fast.
It's not, and it's not." And I tell that, and they're like, "What? For real?" Like, and I'm like, "Yeah, that's what I'm timed at." But you get me in that game, I'm gonna beat you, no matter what.
I'll put my money on you all day.
That's what I'm saying. It's not a bad choice. Bet on black, brother.
I got a fun fact for y'all. So Willie Gault actually had set a world record of 10.72 seconds in the 100 meters in the age division of 45 to 49.
See, yeah, 10-7, 45.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ooh, I need some training. I still can run.
I think you got to get your steps up, buddy.
I think so too. I can still run, but I got to go train for a little bit. That's 10-7. Yeah, that's flying. That's flying.
He kept Dennis McKinnon out the Super Bowl shuffle, so I don't care nothing about Willie Speed, man. I don't care nothing about that.
Nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
Hey, B Twice, did you feel that you all had one of the top receiving cores? Because that, to me, that kind of goes unmentioned because everybody talks about the vaunted Bears defense, but y'all had a pretty underrated but dominant receiving core.
I would say for sure we were very, very solid. Rashid, Mark, Bradley, Moosin. And you can't forget the tight ends. Dez was great at tight end. So, I mean, we really had I thought at least a solid B+ in our receiving core for sure. Now, getting the pass game settled down and clicking on all cylinders was something different. I think we just, because we were such a run dominant team, and that was black and blue football, as my older brother used to say, the black and blue division. Like we smash, pound the ground, and just running the ball down your throat, running the ball down your throat.
They got Thomas Jones to be a bell cow. That's what he was. So
exactly. Exactly.
But seeing y'all on the outside, I mean, man, the speed, the hand, like I said, it was nothing. Lovie Smith, in my opinion, has to be the greatest Bears coach. I know a lot of blasphemy is going to come my way because but look what Lovie did in that time period, right?
Yeah.
You got to tip your hat to that brother. And he had a winning record against the Packers.
He's definitely got an argument for one of them. It's hard to get past Dicka and all, and Hallis, but he's definitely got an argument. I mean, for the turnaround that happened, what he did, built the program up consistently in the playoffs. Each year we got further and further and further into the playoffs, and it's until I feel like management started messing around a little bit and letting people go they should have let go, and things, just they didn't work out for him the way they should have worked out, and ended up letting him go.
Right.
But I think that was one of the worst decisions Bears could have made, was letting Lovie go. They should have retained him at least for another 2-3 more years for sure.
That accompanied with the whole Kyle Lorton, Rex Grossman transgressions. Like every week, Rex is our quarterback. Rex, come on, y'all had a good thing working. The first 7 games, if I'm not mistaken, of that year, Rex Grossman was putting up MVP numbers.
Exactly. Exactly.
So like,
He was good.
let that man cook. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what you hear now. You talking about Russell. They let Russ cook. It was the same thing I felt like with Rex. It was in the same position. He had turnovers and everything, but I mean, we were winning. He's in position. He's still in positions for over MVP talks. Definitely putting one of the Player of the Year talks and stuff like that. We were moving the ball statistically, categorically. We were doing what we needed to do on offense. We were putting points up. It seemed strange. It seemed weird, but points were being put up on the ball was something Chicago wasn't really used to, like at all, at no point.
So who did you like better, Rex or Culpepper?
Or Culpepper, I wasn't with. I never had Dante. I had.
You didn't. Dante came as your rookie. I mean, his rookie year was your last year.
Dante was that. Culpepper was in Chicago.
No, I'm talking about in Minnesota.
Oh, I had Donovan McNabb. Yeah, I never had Culpepper
in Minnesota.
But you didn't have Donovan the whole time, though.
Nuh-uh. I only had like towards the last year. My last year was with Donovan.
How was that?
My first year with Minnesota, we had Tavares Jackson was quarterback.
Yeah, Tavares Jackson.
God rest his soul, Tavares.
Yeah, R.I.P. Tavares.
Yeah.
Another fun fact, guys. So Dante Culpepper played from '99 to 2005.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Gus Farrat after Tavares.
Oh, Gus Farrat, the guy that banged his head.
Yeah, that's what I hit the 99-yarder with.
Right.
How was that transition from Tavares to Gus? Because they were like two different players.
I think at the time Tavares was still kind of young. He was still on the rise. He was still kind of young, so they didn't really want to unleash him and fully have full unload of the playbook. So it was everything was kind of scaled back a little bit. Didn't really, really want to call stuff out because they're still young. And then at that position, you're still young. You're still everything's clicking, and it's too fast of a game. The speed is too fast for you to be thinking too much. It wasn't in 1 second nature just yet. I don't think he had full command of the offense just yet.
Right.
So play calling was a little bit scaled down a little. So
and then Gus was hitting you. He was hitting you.
Gus is a veteran, so they're not gonna hold the ball. He's not gonna hold the ball, so he's gonna get it out. And at the time, I was number one receiver, so he's gonna get it out and he's gonna hit it.
So that's it. That's a pretty good transition. You transitioned from the Bears to being the number one guy at Minnesota.
Yeah, they paid me, so it better have been.
That makes sense. B Twice, I got a question. I want to shift gears for a second. I watched some of the Fresno State highlights. They were awesome. You were number 2 at Fresno State.
Yeah.
What do you think now about the NFL receivers going to single digits and skill positions, things like that? Things that you couldn't do.
I'm so mad. I'm jealous as hell. I ain't gonna lie. All the stuff they could do, I was getting fined up the ass. All the stuff that they're doing now, the cleats. I was painting before they started having colored cleats. I was spray painting my cleats, getting fined for that, changing the colors up. My uniform infractions. Like I see the knee pads, or not knee pads, their pants. I feel like come up to their thighs. They don't even cover their knees anymore now. It's crazy what's going on now. But I love it. I love seeing it being done now. At least it's changed for them.
I was coaching in 2006. And we had a problem. Our league required the guys to have, full length socks.
Yeah.
And that was a problem because, socks just don't come up.
So don't.
But I watched you a couple of times, and I said, this guy has 2 pairs of socks on. He just cuts the socks and pulls them up.
Yep.
And I said, hey, so we at the end of practice, this is what we're going to do. And I got a guy that if it's anything he can do, he can definitely look the part. So he comes out. He cuts the sock. This is what we're going to do. We pull them up. We didn't have any more problems. Some guys didn't like it, but it did give us a little bit of uniformity. I saw that. I said, Bernard has stripes all up his
my leg.
Yeah. I said, okay.
That was the only way I could get my socks to stay up because they were crying. Your socks not covering your knees. Your pants aren't covering your knees. It was one way or the other. We gonna find you. So I was like, all right, I'm just gonna cut 2 pairs of socks, pull them up. When I got to pull them up, and then they would stay there. But when I got to Minnesota, I was like, man, I'm damn this. I just wore spandex. I just wore long tights.
JB shaking his head like, man, that don't make sense. Come on, man.
That's crazy. Like, leave some socks, man. Leave people alone.
No, man.
They
Uniformity.
want uniformity. Like, it's crazy how they want that. It's crazy. They don't want nobody to stand out. Now it's getting different because for a while, you know, the TV ratings on the NFL was really down. Right. So now that's why they're allowing all the color splash uniforms, the colored shoes, the what's the thing they're doing with the shoes now? Where they're
so they have different shoes for breast cancer awareness. They have shoes for mental health awareness.
All that. So they're allowing all that stuff to get ratings back up. That's my take on that.
But see, they knew that was a problem in the 80s, like when Jim McMahon and them was wearing different shoes than what the rest of the team was wearing, and people had their individual look like. I believe Walter Payton wore a shoe called Ruse or something.
Ruse or something, yeah. I know.
Yeah, like, you know, they did that back then. So they knew, like, with you all having your helmets on, the only individuality that you all can show is your gear.
Is your gear. It's the only way.
So, you know.
It's the only way. Yeah, I know. It was hard. You just had to function. I'm a rule bender, so I'm gonna bend the rule until I can't bend it anymore. But it's just hard. Some you're gonna get fined. Sometimes you're gonna take the fine. Sometimes you'll fight it and say, all right, I'm going at halftime and change it. But sometimes it's like, F y'all, I'm wearing this. I don't care what y'all say. I used to get mad. It was Merton Hanks. Merton Hanks' uniform.
Merton Hanks, yeah.
I used to get mad at Merton because I used to be like, Merton, now you go over here and you finding me, you gonna try to find me for this? I remember when you was playing, well, you had you had headbands around your neck, headbands everywhere. I'm like, Merton, you set the trend for uniform infractions. Like, come on, man, ease up a little bit.
The neck, Mert, the neck.
For real, get that neck going.
Neck.
You get that neck going and get a pair.
I don't like to give any fuel to a lot of Packer talk, but I just had a text said, "Hey, ask B twice how it was playing with Brett Favre."
No,
so I didn't like playing with Brett Favre at all. At all. There you go, Packers fan. There you go, Packers fan.
Yes,
that man. I tell you, cool dude, funny dude, great in the locker room. Will get things done, you know, for the team if it helps him, and his position if it helps him. Self-serving for sure. But this dude wouldn't throw me the ball 2 years straight. Wouldn't throw me the ball. After he left, coaches come in and tell me that, we know the last 2 seasons or whatever. Last seasons wasn't too great for you or whatever. But Brett wouldn't throw you the ball. And he was like, so y'all knew that? Yeah. So y'all didn't want to say anything? Y'all didn't want to do anything about that?
They had to pamper him
about that? Like, how y'all just let that ride? So they told me the reason for it was because remember when he was coming over from the Jets?
Mm-hmm.
All the football from that back then when it was Jets, the arm, shoulder thing or whatever, he had all the problems. So I did an interview on not first year, but what is it? Pardon the interruption. Did an interview on Pardon the Interruption. And they asked me, you know, how's it having Brett Favre or thinking about, you know, all the Brett hoopla. And then, you know, I kissed his ass, everything. You know, it's great. You know, Brett Favre is going to be a future Hall of Famer. You know, what receiver wouldn't want to play with Brett Favre? Yada, yada. He's a gunslinger. He's going to throw the ball. Like, he's going to throw the ball. Like, there's no chance for you having to ask for the ball. It's coming. So, but at the end of it, I said, Brett hasn't signed here yet. And until he signs, Tavares Jackson's our starter. That was it. He said, because I said that, he wouldn't throw me the ball for 2 years.
Wow.
What?
That's Brett Favre. That's Brett Favre for you, yeah.
Hell no, he petty.
Petty as shit.
Big corn-fed ass Mississippi boy.
I'm not a Brett Favre fan, and I'll tell you why. Not just on the field, but off, because he went real hard for what Deshaun Watson said about I want to leave my team because of the he was being led astray.
Yeah.
But Aaron Rodgers is doing the exact same thing, and I haven't heard a peep about how wrong he was.
No, you ain't gonna hear people about it. It's just crazy how they pick and choose who they're gonna, discriminate or not discriminate against, but I would guess blackball would be the word or something like that. But they pick and choose for sure, and they're gonna run with the story, the narrative, whatever the narrative is at the time.
And they doing it. One has got a just cause because he was lied to. The other one pouting.
Yeah, you know, it's you can call it what you want to, but we all know the deal.
Man.
Yep, we know what's up.
Bernard, you played both sides of the ball.
I wish
in high school.
Yeah,
no?
in high school for sure. Yeah,
what position?
I played corner actually.
Oh, okay.
How did you like that? I mean, evidently the wide receiver thing definitely worked out for you.
Yeah, so yeah, I won a defensive player for sure. If anything, I should have played safety. You could at corner, you'll catch a hitch in front of me, you'll catch a slant maybe, you might catch a curl, but anything deep, you ain't catching that. You ain't getting that, buddy. Ball in the air, it's all mine. But anything in front of me, you're gonna get that. I'll be close, I'll be there, but covering skills wasn't really me. I was all about scoring the rock. Like, give me the ball. I want to give me the ball. Yeah.
Speaking of,
go ahead, T.
No, you go ahead, JV. Go ahead.
I was just gonna ask the evolution of the vertical passing game, of which you showed us here in Chicago how it could work. What do you think is wrong with it now? And I can't put it all on the quarterback because we've had a multitude of quarterbacks since you and Rex, lit up the field. What do you think is going on with it? Is it just a lack of performance? Is it a lack of the scouting department picking the right receivers? Because we keep, no offense to anybody that made it, but sometimes we get a name and then they get to us and they don't produce. You know what I mean?
I don't know. It's hard. I'm not gonna lie. It's hard scouting in scouting talent and seeing how that talent is going to translate into the NFL. Like NFL, it's a totally different beast. It's a totally different monster. So when you get there, the things you were doing in college might not necessarily translate, or you might not do them as well as you did in college at the NFL league. But play calling sometimes just I don't know if that was really Nagy's thing to go deep like that. I felt like he was, and then with who was it, Trubisky? I always thought Trubisky had an arm, so I don't know why. But that's the only thing. Nagy didn't really give trust. Nagy wasn't too into Trubisky, I felt like.
There's a stat.
You don't have trust. They ain't gonna call it.
I'll tell you why he didn't trust him statistically wise. There's a stat that showed that on deep throws of, I think it was of 20 plus yards, he ranks last of starting NFL quarterbacks because he was either underthrowing them severely or overthrowing them. So I don't know if it was a lack of arm strength at the time, because you know how that wind in Chicago be swirling and
it do swirl
stuff, or if it was just anticipation. Because sometimes deep ball is predicated on your anticipation.
Yeah,
not just can I throw it 50 yards.
Exactly. So you hit it right on the head. Better said than I said, for sure. It's sometimes it's kind of hard to keep up with the games, at least all of them, or the news, because being involved with everything I got involved in, and then I'm a Niner fan, so it's like I'm a Niner at heart. Yeah, I'm a Niner at heart, so I'll be really watching them. My older brother was a Bears fan, so that's where that comes from.
Bernard, you know what? I guess two things but you mentioned the Niners that kind of dragged me into that. So being a Niners fan, you guys dodged the bullet. We traded up because I'm under the firm belief that the Niners get Trubisky. At least that's what the bill of goods they sold to the Bears.
I wasn't gonna get him, man.
No, I don't think they were gonna take Trubisky. I hope they wouldn't.
Smoke and mirrors.
Okay, well they
John Lynch just fed them some bullshit, man.
Yeah, we wasn't having that. No, I don't think they were. They're waiting on that. They're waiting for better. I think pick.
They definitely got it. And another thing, you came in 2004, correct?
Correct.
Nathan Vasher came in, I think Tommy Harris and Tank
Johnson.
Yep. So do you have, those are the guys you came in with. That doesn't necessarily mean we've all played. That doesn't mean I came in with these guys. These are going to be my buddies. Did you have a favorite, like Bears teammate, somebody that's like, hey, this is my guy outside of football?
We still pretty much all talk.
Okay.
Shoot, I talk to Tommy or Tank the most.
Okay.
Nate, we hit up each other every now and then. Chris Harris all the time. Jason McKee, AP. Like I talk to a lot of guys all the time. Yeah. Rashid, I forgot about Rashid. Like we converse a lot. Jerry Zoom's trying to plan a trip. I think either this summer or next summer to Africa. So.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's dope. Yeah,
So,
AB said that was one of the best drafts ever. Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Cameron Moore, he came from
Cam,
Fresno
he out
State.
here in Fresno. Cam's out here in Fresno. He does the Fresno State games. The radio on the radio.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
Our California connection is who produced. Hell, you, Rashid.
Yeah, for real. Little Cali boys.
Yes, sir.
I know.
Cali boys.
I was talking about Texas and Florida producing great football players. Shit.
Everybody always gonna say that, but where it's at is Cali though.
Yeah.
We had a receiver named Curtis Conway from Cali who was cold. USC.
For real.
Oh yeah, Curtis Conway. Yeah.
Curtis Conway. Yeah.
Absolutely.
All them USC boys.
Bernard, you from Modesto?
I'm from that area.
From that
Winston.
area. Okay.
Yeah, Winston, California. About 6,000 strong.
Okay.
Small town.
Small.
Yeah.
Hey, but it's Cali, so you cannot complain.
Okay.
No, I can't complain. Where I'm at, I can complain, but there's nothing there at all. But and the closest thing to it, the Bay is the closest, and that's like 2 hours, maybe 2 hours.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm like dead. Where I grew up at is like dead center, California. So we 3.5 from LA, 2.5 from the Bay.
Okay.
Gotcha.
I had never heard of Modesto. I was watching the movie and I was like, and I saw it. Modesto.
Oh yeah. Oh, I don't know what movie it was.
Janky Promoters.
It was which one?
Janky Promoters with Ice Cube and Mike Epps.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 2 hours of your life you cannot get back.
No, I didn't think so either.
Wait a minute. That might be 4 to 6 hours of my life because I watched that a few times. It was good to me.
Was it?
Lord.
Oh man, listen.
You are easily entertained, though.
Listen,
easily entertained.
It's hard, man. Jeezy was in there. It was hilarious. It was
great buffoonery.
I'm gonna check out the first 10 minutes. If it catch me in the first 10 minutes, I'll finish it.
Hey, it will.
I'm sure you won't.
Hey, Mike Epps, Ice Cube. It was what is it? Modesto is a walk-up town.
Pretty much. Sure is.
Hey, that's what they said. So, it was, that's what's
speaking of franchise tag, you avoided that. Like, hell no, I'm not. You're not gonna lock me for a year, and then I'm wondering what the hell I'm gonna do next. You avoided that. Why they doing A-Rob like they doing him?
I don't know. I really don't know. That's one person they should have signed for sure. Like definitely out the gate right away. I don't know why you let a talent like that's what baffles me. You can't let your talented players go. Ones that are actually producing for you. Like he's producing.
Absolutely.
There's no doubt about it. He's producing. Like you can't let those type of players go. Like and then not have like who are they planning on going to now if they don't sign Allen?
So
good question. Darnell Mooney.
I like Mooney, but
from the Patriots. That's a speed guy.
Oh, is that what they got?
So yeah, so they have some. The Bears have one of the fastest receiving cores on paper right now.
So they're gonna have to prove it because right now the defense is just gonna take away Allen, and they're not even because they ain't gonna be worried about nobody else.
I mean, we looking for something from Mooney. We looking for something. I don't know if you all want to put Anthony Miller in that position.
I like
no.
I like Anthony Miller too.
Memphis guy.
Bird. That's his name.
Right, and don't forget you got Goodwin that just came in. Marquise.
Yeah, I'm not sold on. He's fast.
That's a 49er guy.
He is a 49er guy. He is a 49er. They're gonna do like more gimmick. I feel like they're gonna try to do more gimmick stuff because Trubisky's a little gimmick quarterback too, a little bit kind of. No, yeah.
But thank God he's not in Chicago anymore.
Well,
he likes to run the ball. I know Trubisky runs a little bit, so they can do it in Goodwin.
Buffalo, so we don't have to worry about that. We have to worry about stiff statue Andy Dalton right now.
Yeah.
Well, Calvin Ridley is not his brother, so I don't know what they're doing with Calvin Ridley. He's on the Kevin White plane, if you ask me.
Riley Ridley.
I'm sorry, Riley Ridley. Calvin
yeah.
Ridley's a good one. I'm sorry, Riley.
Yeah, it'll be. I don't know. It'll be interesting.
It'll be
But I feel
very
like
interesting.
they're gonna try to do some gimmick stuff with him.
At what point do you think that the Bears are gonna say, "All right, Andy, you out of here. Justin is the captain now"?
Maybe like 4 or 5 that finish out the first quarter. See, we're out at the first quarter of the season.
That's exactly what I was thinking about, like game 4 or 5.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Things ain't clicking. They're gonna make that. I feel like they should pull the trigger.
Kirsten asked a good question. She said, how do you feel as a 49ers fan about them taking Trey Lance as opposed to taking Justin Fields, which actually helped us by him falling, right?
Mm-hmm.
All accounts saying that Trey Lance is that next guy, and Justin Fields just happens to be that next guy. So
I was just about to say, I felt like you really couldn't lose either way with one of those two guys. Like those two, to me, I mean, I still feel, I don't know. Trevor Lawrence is nice. I just don't know. I still don't know. I don't know. I feel like the situation Trevor was in was kind of a whole lot better than a lot of those other quarterbacks. And I feel like at least Fields was probably a little bit better. I don't know about his arm or accuracy. I haven't seen. So I really can't say that.
He has 70% completion in his last year in college.
Wow.
Oh, he did?
Fields is
right?
legit.
Yeah, he's real deal. That's what I'm saying. He's real deal. So that's why I don't feel like either one of them, you weren't missing anything.
But I just feel that, and you done play with some Hall of Famers, and you done play with some stopgap guys. So the biggest thing about a quarterback nowadays, you can't really be a game manager.
Nah.
You have to either produce in the long game or produce in the West Coast short game.
Yeah.
So
and it's hard. I feel like now today's game, it's hard to produce in the West Coast short game. Like who is it? Derek Carr.
Derek Carr.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he got his completion percentage up. It's up, but they ain't really winning any games. You know what I mean? Like,
he can hit that check down like no other. But
yeah, like it's cool. It's cool, but is it really producing anything? That's all I'm worried about. Where's the production coming from?
You know what? At that point in time, I remember in 99, 98, 99, 2000 when the greatest show on turf was the innovative thing to do, but now it seems like everybody's trying to do it.
Everybody, yeah, spread offense. I don't know if NFL's going to the RPO thing. That'll be funny. I know in high school, younger, it's either spread or RPO all the way. Everything. It's funny trying to teach and train. I'm trying to teach the route tree. Kids is like, huh? What?
They don't know the route tree.
It's crazy. And I'm sending people off to, I know. And I'm sending people off to college and they still don't know the route tree. And I'm just like, man, they go, who's your coach? Who's your passing coach? And they gonna say my name. And I'm like, man, no.
Oh, wow.
You might want to be a receivers coach in the league one day and they talking about they don't know the route tree.
See, that's man. It's bad. It's bad. But so with this youth program, at least the way we're gonna call plays, it's gonna be predicated on the route tree. So I'm happy with that. At least I was like, cool. But it's just interesting where the game is changing to.
Hey, look here. They better put on a Jerry Rice tape and get it right.
Yeah, you ain't lying. That's that real West Coast right there.
That's that first West Coast.
That's that real West Coast.
You mentioned how the game is changing. I always think I like the innovations. I like a lot of the rule changes. I wasn't really real big on the number thing, but I think it's good for the game. I definitely think it's good for the game. I think seeing people in different numbers, it'll definitely sales, views, what's going on now, likes or whatever. That'll be cool. Man, I saw some pictures of you. And that number 2, I was like, man, okay, that number 2 is sweet. Then I thought about it. I said, okay,
nice. What?
I said, I'm definitely gonna ask that. And I said, okay, this is 2002, 2001. I said, those shoulder pads were huge though.
Yeah.
I said, and I know they were the smallest ones available at the time.
That's
know
right
that.
Too. That's the funniest thing. Like at the time, I thought they were fitting snug, and then I look now and I'm like, damn, they still they done something. They won't wear anything now. Feel like
I know. I said the same thing. I'm like, wow, everybody's they got the little shoulder shocks on. That's it. But I was like, wow. But you know what? Because I said so many guys say that. I think Dion was in the interview. He said, "Hey, forget the big shoulder pads. They were small back then."
Right.
Oh, you said that?
The extra large for the
those were the small. Those were the smallest ones.
Those were the small ones back then. Yeah.
Right.
Those were the small ones. So he was like, "Man, if I'm making it happen with those, wow,
Just
that's
imagine.
what's up."
Yeah. No, I love the number change. I like the number change. I would have loved to rock the Dukes in the NFL.
Man,
I
can't wait to find out. See the new guy.
I think that is just, par for the course, because if you remember in college, there was a guy named Heath Schuler that wore like number 20 or 20.
21 at quarterback.
Right, a quarterback. And it's like, a number's a number at this point. As long as you produce.
As long as you produce, for real. Number is definitely.
Hey, hold on. Wait a minute. Well, B Twice, you say you getting into coaching? This is what we would do. We spread the guys out, and this was before football was every spread was just base. That was not base pack. We spread somebody out, and we see a number 40-something or number 50-something. We check down and immediately we're throwing at the guy with the number 40, the number 50, the neck roll, the knee brace, anything that lets us know, hey, this is not a cover guy. They just couldn't get him off the field fast enough.
You ain't lying about that. Lying about that.
If I see a big number out there, we're throwing at you. You're gonna prove.
Sure, big number. I used to always say, when you see a number 40, come over here and try to guard me.
Exactly.
Long day.
It's gonna be a wrap.
And so we're gonna have to adjust to that, because if I ever see any of those kooky numbers, hey, we're going at that guy.
It might be funny though. I can't wait to see like a linebacker or something, or a DN in number 2 or 3.
Oh my God!
It's gonna look funny. It's gonna look like college out there again.
It is.
Funny.
That's gonna be so confusing for a lot of players.
It is though. It really is.
Yeah.
I mean, Khalil Mack rocked the number 5. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
That's
it's gonna be
Khalil Mack.
I'm looking for number 5 to either run a route or throw me a pass.
I know. That's all. I don't know. That's all. I like it though. I like it. Some of the rule changes though. I don't like some of these rule changes. I don't even know. I feel like I don't even know the game anymore.
The competition. You know what? Be twice. Let me ask you this. Do you think the competition committee is actually getting in its own way at this point?
I feel like some of it. I feel like they do. Like some of it makes it not as competitive.
Hey, that's what I was thinking.
Rules don't make it as
the
competitive.
advantage is always one-sided.
Yeah, I feel like they're getting in the way. But I don't know. Some of it's player safety stuff, but I feel like it's just more of a cover for player safety.
I think it is too. Because still and you're a player, a lot of people be like, man, hit me in my head before you hit me in my knees, man.
Yeah, for real. You ain't lying. I don't know about for real. Actually, let me take that back. I don't know. But yeah, don't take my knee out though.
Hit me up here. Let me say
hit me up here. Don't come diving at my knees. I don't like that. Like the way they set the rules up, it's almost, especially if you're a big dude. Like you're a running back, you're a tight end, like Gronk or something like that, coming down, like they're going for your knees. And then ACLs, MC, whatever, LCLs, knee blown out.
Shoot, I just saw today, running back for the Rams, Cam Akers, ruptured his Achilles in training camp.
See?
No contact.
Damn.
It's like, hey, you need your legs, man. That's your paycheck. Your legs, that's your paycheck.
I hate that.
Cam, he was nice too. I wanted to see him play.
I hate to hear that.
You know what? Here's what happens. In my opinion, hardcore fans, they don't fill up stadiums. People want to see scoring. So if they tweak the rules to make it more exciting, because the average fan is not going to appreciate a dive or a belly, but
definitely not.
Be twice going for 99. They'll watch that forever.
Every day.
And you know what? If you know that somebody can't come and just blow you up, man, I'm out there with reckless abandon. I'm catching all type of passes. I'm doing whatever. I'm going over the middle. It just makes the game more fan friendly, and I'm all for that. I think that makes it a little easier. I would have loved to see you.
Football is not fan friendly.
It is not.
I definitely would have loved to play it this time. That's for sure.
You're built for it. You're built for it.
That's what I feel like. Yeah, definitely built for it. Like you said,
with the right quarterback. Now with Trubisky.
Yeah.
Now with Trubisky.
Hey, I was gonna say, John, Derrick Henry's pretty damn exciting.
Oh man,
you see him smashing off and running over 15 people. to get for a 10-yard run. He ran through 15 people.
Wait, he ain't going far, but he making excitement on the way.
Sure. No,
Hey.
that was another great point. Like I already talking about the ratings, TV ratings and stuff. That's a lot of the rule change that affect on that.
Right.
Try to get more viewers watching. Sure, more points is always going to be more viewers for sure. Unless it's just a defensive stall where there's interceptions or something like that. They're getting fumbles, the quarterback's getting sacked. It's actually like some real defensive plays, not just a tackle here for a 2-yard.
There you go.
They got a 2-yard gain and they're just making.
Thank you. There you go. And to me, you still have to relax on the laurels of football, because once you take football away from playing football, now it's flag. You got to hit somebody.
I don't know. Some of these flag leagues are pretty good. I like that.
Get to practice. Hold on, where the sound go?
You're back. We might be on his car system.
It might take a chance.
We on the car system. He got to go.
I can't hear y'all.
Uh-oh. Yeah, he's on his car system. He got to go to practice.
Your car.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Let me turn my earphones real quick.
Okay.
Jay, I'm surprised at you not respecting the smash mouth element of football. Ray Lewis would be so upset with you.
Wait a minute. I love that aspect, but if you're trying to sell tickets and sell the game, I love the game.
I'm gonna tell you what.
I don't want to see a 6-7 game unless it's my team.
Winning sells tickets.
There you go.
Defense wins championships, but the NFL has no problem with neither because they're a $22 billion operation.
Still nothing yet.
I don't know.
No, we can hear you. Can you hear us?
Oh no, I can't hear y'all. I'm getting nothing right now.
T, does he have to disconnect and come back?
I don't know.
I know sometimes when I connect my car, like the phone just pauses.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's going to have to reconnect. Man.
Message and tell him.
A trip to B Twice's house.
Cribs.
Chris. B Twice. Cribs.
CCP Cribs.
Those headphones.
He might not
reconnect with those headphones.
He might not even be able to see that.
He's going to have to reconnect with those headphones. I'm telling you. I've had to do the same thing.
That's what it is. Okay.
Out.
Now I'm not getting any sound at all. I'm not even connected to the car.
Wow.
Go to speaker. If you can hear us, go to speaker.
He can't.
He can't hear us. We can hear him.
Can you hear us now?
All right, hold on. I'll try to disconnect. Come back.
There you go.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna say this, man. Just going off of last year's Super Bowl.
Okay.
That strong, dominant, boring line play is what made Tampa Bay look so much more dominant than Kansas City.
Oh, there's no question. There's no question about that.
Ability to run the ball.
Yes.
Made Kansas City have to play straight up honest.
Oh, there's no question. I'd rather if you say, hey man, we're gonna open it up or you're gonna win every game 7-6. Hey, I'll take 7-6 because the W's will make, the W's will cure all. So I'm okay with that. But I can understand the rationale behind some of the rule changes and some of the like Bernard said, some of it is they have to look like they're it's player safety, but really it's more about owner safety and stock and stakeholder safety and
stakeholders.
Interest.
I was gonna say because here's the caveat of the whole conversation, right? Football is a collision-based sport.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of us we love the 99-yard touchdowns, the 99-yard runs, the 1-yard pass, grand all the way there. We love that. but we love the hits more than anything.
Oh,
how many times have you gone and watched Jerry Rice touchdown highlights? How many times have you watched NFL's greatest hits?
100% correct, sir. 100%.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
yes. You know what? And what's going, and you know, the politically correct movement and the litigious nature of society now is like, hey, we can't even make those. We can't even make those highlight tapes anymore because it's like, oh, we were bad for liking that. I mean, that's a big part of the game. It changes the game when you know somebody can be physically, you know, intimidating, and it changes. Like, you got receivers coming back to the huddle like, hey, I think we need to establish the run because they've been pounded. But now you don't have to worry about that anymore because, hey, man, this guy can't touch me. Bernard said something, man, and it to me, I think that's the number one. Now, you can't do anything. If you got speed, you got speed. 4.4 is speed. Anybody saying that it's not, they might be a prisoner of the moment. 4.4 is speed. If you can track the ball in the air, that's what makes these 50-50 balls. You can throw it up anywhere. This guy's going to come down with it. He's going to make a play on the ball. So absolutely. When B Twice says, hey, this underneath stuff, there's no tracking. But you put that ball in the air, a combination of my speed, my physical speed, my football speed, and my uncanny ability to track the ball, I'm coming down with that ball. And on defense, there's no pressure because I'm great if I catch the ball. I'm good if I just keep you from catching it.
Time out. As a coach, if your offense is now predicated on speed and your defense is also now predicated on speed, that means you got a bunch of people running wide open. Doesn't that kind of lean towards the running game being a little bit more dominant now? Because now there's not 8-9 in the box. Think about it. I'm not saying that the running game is as dominant, but there's still a solid place for it.
Oh, there's a solid place for it. The evolution of the game has made some of these.
Okay, you back. There you go.
Yep, we back on.
You good? That's what's up.
All right.
B Twice, I was speaking on this while you were out. You said you can track the ball. And I think that with your speed, your tools, physical tools, 4.4 speed is speed flat out. Plus football speed, tracking the ball, that means you put it in my vicinity, I'm going to catch it. I'm going to catch it in traffic. I'm going to do, so I can't imagine, you're going to create space. 4.4 is going to create space. You come in and out of your breaks, but even if I don't create space, I'm still going to get to that ball.
Because I can track it well.
And there it is. And that's what happens. I see guys like he lost the ball, and I see guys that never lose it.
That never lose it. Exactly right.
That never lose it. And that's the difference between, this guy catches the ball well, but if I flash in front of his face, because that's good D. The guy's wide open, drops a pass, and the corner celebrates. Okay. Okay.
But see, that's what we're talking about. The corner celebrates when the receiver dropped the pass. The defender technically didn't do anything. So what credit should they really get? Man, good defense. No, it wasn't.
It's just a happy incompletion.
There you go.
Buddy. Wait a minute. If I flash in front of your face and break your concentration and you can't track the ball well, I think I had something to do with that.
Yeah, you said
the flash, yeah, I could give you that on the flash. But like if we run it side by side, if we run it side by side and like you flash you wave your hand or something like that, no, that and I drop the ball, I just drop the ball.
Okay, you know what? And some of it is psychological. The DBs, and, but your guys gonna come good play. Hey, I'll take it. But I definitely know the difference between good defense and bad offense. Hey.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's definitely. I love the evolution of the game. I like that it's wide open. I like that. It's more fan friendly. You don't see any big clunky, and I love this guy. You don't see any big clunky Lance Brigg linebackers anymore. He's a Mike Backer.
He is a Mike Becker.
He's a Mike Becker now. He's a Mike Becker.
The Lance Briggs is kind of tailing off. Definitely the in our generation, the Greg Lloyds, the Kevin Greens, God rest his soul, James Harrisons. They are. You need more Roquan. Matter of fact, love Roquan Smith, by the way.
He is nice.
Love him. Glad he's here.
I feel like this year's gonna be his year.
Yeah. I think it's trouble. You put Tariq Cohen out, you bring him out in motion, bring him to the slot, and a backer goes on. What are you gonna do with that?
Can't do nothing with that.
No.
Nice. You pick your poison at that point, and that's who I'm picking.
And to your point, JB, if you run the ball with Derrick Henry, and we got all of these slim, athletic linebackers, Derrick Henry is going, he's going to have an advantage.
Absolutely.
Exactly. So when you were talking about the evolution of the game, it always, how just like in society, everything always reverts back somehow, some way. I feel the game is definitely going to do that because now everybody's getting back to these small players that are real shifty and quick. Just like on defense, everybody's got to try to match what's going on offense. Then you start getting where some team says, well, hey, everybody's small. Let's run the ball with this big-ass running back we got, Derrick Henry.
There you go.
Now that starts to become the theme again, and then it just recircles back and cycles back through again.
Thank you.
It'll be interesting to see in like 10, 15 years where the game is at.
I would love to see that.
Because I'm telling you right now, it's starting in Pittsburgh with Najee Harris. Mike Tomlin about to run that ball.
He's about to run the rock.
If you can play with the lead, you can run the ball.
Yeah, he gonna create the lead with running the ball.
Okay, and that's good. You can impose your will, but hey, man, we're in trouble.
Yeah, that's why Tennessee was so successful.
Yeah.
Thank you. And that
you ain't
makes
gonna have the ball you're not gonna have the ball
easier.
that much, and we're gonna score.
Yes.
It's a really winning success equation. Like it's hard to lose that way. It really is. If you stop in the other team, if you got a great defense, you got a good defense, and on offense you control the clock, and don't make too many mistakes, you're set. You're set.
I agree. And you can have a puncher's chance. And that's what a receiver who can take the top off the defense, get behind somebody, go side by side with somebody, still come down with the ball. That always evens the score. So I was always.
Does, but you got to remember, Jad, that's a talent because if you can tell me, you've seen a lot of receivers where your personal self have been like, bro, why you didn't go up and get that?
Because that's not what they do. They'll catch it well, and that's why with Rex Grossman and Bernard, I was like, if Rex can keep the ball out of harm's way, we're in good shape.
Again, I can't hear anything.
Okay.
There we go.
I said we're in excellent shape.
Was that directed toward me because I didn't hear any of that?
Yeah, I was saying.
I said
if you have a receiver now, J.I. was talking about the 50-50 ball. Well, hell, you've seen yourself. You got a lot of receivers where you like, bro, why didn't you go up and get that ball? It was right there for you. Everybody doesn't have that talent. That alone is a talent itself.
And that's why I was so confident.
Sure.
When Rex puts it up, if he can keep the ball out of harm's way, Bernard's coming down with it. That always gave us a chance. I don't even know. Even if the clock is against us, that's a quick score. Now we can do what we have to do.
Listen to what you said. Bernard is coming down with it. Right? Bernard is coming down with it. Is what's my man Jackson in Philly? Is he coming down with it? Deshaun, is he coming down?
No.
He's not coming down with it, right?
But that's not his skill set.
That's not it. Yeah,
that's not his skill set.
And that's why I said, so you just can't go willy-nilly throwing deep 50-50 balls to people who that's not what they do.
Yeah, I mean, if you have, and I don't even know if they do that now. If it was done on purpose, I think you got receivers that complement one another. You got Moose. You got Moose and Bernard. We're good there.
I give you the perfect example.
We complement each other, exactly.
And we put in Mark Bradley.
One's a possession. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I give you another tandem that probably went underrated. Torrey Holden, Isaac Bruce, right?
They're not really underrated. Are they?
Thanks,
No,
T.
hell
Nick.
no.
I was about to say underrated.
I
as a
don't
new
think they
meaning.
underrated.
Well, to me, I don't hear people putting them in their top 5 tandems. I don't.
I agree with you on that. I
Yeah.
agree with you on that. They should definitely be higher than where people place them at in the receiving hierarchy. I agree with you on that for sure. They definitely don't give them their flowers.
Oh yeah. You know what? When you have a quarterback that's surrounded by weapons, and I think like Bernard said, this is their skill set. Moose super solid receiver, but if I'm gonna stretch the field, I mean, when I throw the ball to somebody, I'm very confident that they're gonna come down with it and they're gonna do their thing underneath. And when we just flat out need to fly, I mean, you saw the highlights. I'm thinking like, damn, Rex was that good. And you know what? You know what? But you can make a guy look good.
Well, when you put highlights back to back to back like that, yeah.
I'm sorry, sir. I meant by catching the ball.
Catching the ball, clearly.
That's what I meant.
Bernard, you were a 3-level receiver, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
It's cutting in and out again.
I said you were a 3-level receiver.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, do it on all levels, deep, in the middle, short, but all of it. Yep.
You have some people that are just specialists, that like a Henry Ruggs. I'm not throwing underneath to Henry Ruggs. I'm only throwing the deep ball to Henry Ruggs. That's just what it is. So there's something to be said about that.
I don't know why and with that, I don't know why they don't do that. Like, I'm like, that man too fast.
Thank you.
And I don't see them I don't see them stretch the field like that. So I'm like, be having trouble with that with the way they're calling plays over there in Oakland. I'm like, this man you got this. You drafted this man for his speed. You drafted this man to be stretched the field. Well, let him do that. How come y'all don't let him do that? I don't understand that. That never made any sense.
I have no problem with throwing the slant that goes to the house.
I don't have no problem with that either, for sure. But like, if you want him to take the top off the field and so you can hand the ball off to what's the name in the backfield, then do that. Throwing the slant ain't going to necessarily really do that.
There you go.
Hey, let me jump in here real quick. A fan was asking, how are you feeling about Christian McCaffrey this season?
Just overall, I like Christian. Christian's good.
I do.
I don't know how well they're gonna do over there this year. I feel like this year is gonna be kind of like similar to last year. I think they're still tweaking the offense and tweaking the team to find out what they really have over there.
So he's still coming off that injury, right?
But it was slight.
Yeah, exactly.
It wasn't. But it wasn't. He still played.
It's not major, yeah.
And then he's gonna have a new QB. He's gonna have
1,000 yards receiving and 1,000 yards rushing, because right now he's probably Sam Darnold's best friend.
Exactly. That's what I was gonna say. The team might not be as successful, but he's probably gonna have some success because they're going to he's his best friend. He's gonna be his outlet safety net for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So be twice. Who is your top 5 right now? Your top 5 wide receivers?
Close, AB. Close.
Ooh. Top 5. I like that. Top 5 that are playing right now?
Yeah.
Let's see. I like no particular order right now, at least for right now.
Okay.
DeAndre Hopkins for sure.
Yes.
Julio Jones.
Julio.
Yeah, Julio Jones. Devontae.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I got to rep Fresno. Stephon Diggs for sure.
Diggs is a beast. I like Diggs.
Yeah, he beasting up there. And then how about DK Metcalf?
I'm about to say
Nah, not DK, not yet.
Not yet.
No, not yet.
No, not yet.
Michael Thomas. I need to see more from DK.
He got a couple of too many drops.
I forgot about Michael Thomas. I still like Odell. I'm not gonna lie, I still like Odell.
You still like
Michael? Yeah. Yeah, I still like Odell. It's hard.
I think Odell needs to prove himself this year because he was looking real.
Definitely need to.
Yeah, he was looking real
I
suspect.
don't know about top 5 though.
Like, because Odell playing with Baker. Baker ain't that. He ain't got that. I don't see Baker having that. He might have it in a couple more years.
But what about Amari Cooper?
His time, not top. I like his routes.
He's got good.
I like Amari's routes though.
And he plays with a loaded
sure.
offense too. I mean, he's got a lot of weapons.
Can I mention the Tyreek Hill?
Keenan Allen, Tyreek Hill. I still think there's better receivers though.
Keenan Allen,
just super
I
explosive.
like Keenan Allen, but
Keenan
he's
Allen,
injury prone.
Keenan Allen. He did what? Oh yeah, I get you.
I like Devontae Parker personally. I think Devontae Parker's a stud.
Yeah, he nice.
Miami.
Yeah, Devontae Parker's nice.
Yeah, he
down
cool.
in Miami. Yeah, he nice.
I'd rather have a guy like Jarvis Landry.
Jarvis don't get you no yak.
No, but he gets.
Jarvis is nice too.
He gets in the end zone.
Hey, you know what?
He does all the dirty work.
He does all the dirty
He
work.
does.
Exactly.
He definitely does.
You know what this is turning into? This is turning into, hey, what's your top 5 MCs? And then guys tell you their favorite. Now, wait a minute.
Oh yeah.
how you hear Jarvis Landry? I like Jarvis Landry too. Now, you're not dropping no, you're not spitting hot fire.
I wouldn't put him in my top 5.
I wouldn't have said the Niners were going to take Mitch Trubisky either, J.I. So, I mean.
Oh, they were. They were.
No, J.I., you did say that they were.
Hold on.
They were.
Hold on. I'm sorry. So there's no confusion. They were going to take him.
I got a guy that maybe underlooked a little bit that we didn't.
Who
is it?
Who?
It's cutting in and out too. So
We didn't mention Julio Jones.
Yeah, we did.
Bernard said Julio. That was the second one.
That was the second person.
I was cutting out. Shoot, I didn't hear that part.
We didn't even bring up Calvin Ridley either.
That's because you got that goddamn Boost mobile Wi-Fi.
Yes.
I didn't hear that part, Pinky.
Calvin Ridley. Calvin Ridley. I like Calvin.
Oh, hey, bullets. Yes, sir.
I'm still getting all that. I'm getting all that static again.
Justin Jefferson.
Rookie. Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay, so it might be a little too soon.
No, he a problem.
I wouldn't put him in top 5. I wouldn't put him in top 5. Top 10. Top 10. That's top 5.
All right. Okay.
I
like that. I like the fact that, hey, you maybe it might be too soon for some of these guys. I agree with that.
Yeah, might be a little too soon for him. But he called. He was killing the Bears. I remember that. Bernard, you still having audio issues?
I'm still getting all that weird sound. I can't tell what y'all saying.
Are you froze? Yep, there it is.
Yeah.
Well, I know he has football practice pretty soon, so we're not gonna keep him too long.
Well, I'll tell y'all this. I challenge us to come up with that top 5 for next week.
We didn't even bring up A-Rob either, man.
Well, I was going to say, because we didn't even mention
A-Rob's not top 5.
I feel like A-Rob's more like 7 or 8.
Yeah, I will put him in top 10. I don't know.
So wait.
Yeah, that's a good idea, JB. That's a great idea.
There you go.
That's a great idea. So we're going to come up with our top 5 for next week. And Bernard, I know you got can you hear me?
Just barely. It's still got that weird sound. Like I could barely make out what you guys are saying.
Well, we're not gonna keep you too much longer. We know you got practice, man. But before you go, give us your top 3 restaurants you like to eat at in Chicago.
Okay, I heard something about top 3. What now?
Give us your top 3 restaurants you like to eat at when you in Chicago.
Ooh.
Let's see if you say good.
Damn, I forgot the name of the it's a soul food place. I forget the name of it. God damn.
Soul food place.
It's one of them.
Is it out south in the burbs?
Oh. What's that now?
Is it out south in the burbs?
Or out west?
No. Nope.
It's out west. Uh-oh.
Hold on, I'm trying to put my earphone back in. Earpiece, because I can't hear anything out here.
What's that soul food spot out west?
MacArthur's.
Yeah, MacArthur's. Yeah.
I was gonna say Dusty's.
Dusty. Ooh, that's like Indiana, isn't it?
No, it's like Sibley, like Dalton.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. There's one in Gary too.
There's a Ryan's in Gary. Well, right outside of Gary, whatever that town is for there.
This is just the best I'm gonna have right now. I'm pulling up to practice too.
Okay, yeah. All right, well, we won't keep you. Just give us that top 3 places you like to eat at in Chicago.
There they all go in the background over there.
Oh wow, you got a full boat. Well, I love that.
Yeah, I told you we getting it in right now.
That's what's up.
In this 106-degree weather.
I love that. Might just look like that.
It's hot in the motherfuckers. You gonna see the devil out there playing with you today.
Yeah, we touching him right now. He's giving us high fives. Like, let's get it.
Let's get it.
True.
Playing right now.
Right, because it's only 6 o'clock in Cali right now, right?
Man, it's been like this all day. It's barely cooling down now. Barely. We're not even really supposed to be practicing right now. We usually shut it down at 102. It's 104 still. But we didn't have practice canceled the last 2.5 weeks because of the heat. Now we coming up on games. Like, we got a game in a month. So we're like, man, we can't keep canceling practices. We were going to try to push this one back. The heat kept staying on, but we was just like, nah, it's out of doubt the heat's going to die down. So we're just practicing again, starting it up.
Okay.
We can't relate to in Chicago. Hey,
no, we don't get that kind of heat. We get
like 60 over there.
I wouldn't mind some 102-degree weather. No humidity.
Yeah. We ain't seen 72 for a couple months now. Not even at night. Nighttime, you might be lucky to hit 79 at night.
Oh wait, that's the cooling off period.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a cooling off at like midnight.
Well, hey, Beat Twice, we're not gonna hold you, man. We're gonna let you get to your practice and everything, but we appreciate you taking the time to holler at us for a second, man. And is there anything you want to plug real quick?
What's up? What's up now?
I said, is there anything that you want to plug real quick? You want to throw out anything to us?
Oh yeah, check out my Facebook page. Or the TNT Tiger page. We need donations. Anything out there? I think I want to say it's 559 TNT 559 is the Facebook page. Go out there, check that out if you can. If anyone can, anything, all donations.
So
any
either
type
on
of
your
donation,
personal
anything
Facebook
is
or
very
TNT
appreciated.
559.
We're definitely starting from the ground up. So we need everything we can possibly get.
Okay. All right. Well, I think the clubhouse can definitely support your
absolutely
that cause, man. Definitely. But yeah, we see the kids, all so right, cool. we gonna let you go, man. Thanks for coming on, dog. Appreciate you. Beat Twice,
man. Can't wait to talk to you during the season, bro.
Having me.
Hey, appreciate you, brother.
Yes, sir.
We'll get at you. Yup. That was dope.
Hey.
That was dope. Absolutely. That was a dope little conversation, man.
Absolutely, bro.
Dope little conversation there.
Yes.
Absolutely. Hey, I just love when we have our guests, right? And they're just real. Like when they're on CBS or Fox or whatever, you always feel when you hear their after game talks, it's always so scripted. It's always so cookie cutter. Love to hear when a person just literally lets his hair down and just speaks freely. That's what we want. That's what this is about. Hey, if you want to say fuck the Bears, then say it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Fuck Brett Favre. Say fuck Brett Favre all day long. Every day.
All day. Hey, all day long. I don't care. Hey, Brett, matter of fact, you can Brett Favre on the show, and I'll tell him myself.
What? You'll tell him what? Fuck you, Brett.
There you go.
Man, that big corn-fed ass Mississippi boy, I ain't gonna tell him shit.
Well, first of all, he's only 6'1.5", 6'2".
Yeah, I say he.
Oh yeah, that's right. You tall.
I'm
not
6'4",
tall.
230. I ain't worried about no damn Brett Favre.
Yeah. I forgot. I'm like 5 feet, so I'm not saying anything to anybody except for what's up.
But I love him on the show, though. Hey, I'd love Brett Favre on the show, though.
Hey man, so I'm excited about this next segment, man, with my man AB.
We're going there.
He gave us a lot of little fun facts already.
Yeah,
but,
absolutely.
I've actually got a couple fun facts that I know about Bernard from when I interviewed him that I'm gonna ask you too. So.
Okay, well, without any further ado, let's get to it.
This is AB's Fun Fact on the Chicago Clubhouse Podcast. I just like hearing the beat drop, guys. I'm sorry. I just like letting it go a little bit too long to that beat drop, man.
That beat is dope.
Hey, be the DJ. I love it.
I love it. That's what I do.
So what's that fun fact, man?
So I got a few for you. Actually, we'll start with the Bernard question that you guys, I know that you won't get. So way back when he was playing right before the Super Bowl, he had a special kind of pet. Can any of you guess what kind of pet it was?
A
or
snake.
the name of that pet?
Wasn't it a snake?
You're right. Ding, ding, ding. Correct, sir. Woo! You know the name?
That I do not know.
You don't know the name? I think you have a chicken place that you like that's called the same name, if I remember correctly.
Harold?
No, Roscoe's.
Roscoe?
Right?
Oh, he was called
Roscoe.
His name was Roscoe. And
Roscoe.
when I interviewed him, I asked him about Roscoe. And apparently, right after they lost the Super Bowl, Roscoe died when he got back. He was dead when he came back. He was DOA.
Roscoe was pretty mad that they lost the Super Bowl, man.
He wasn't happy, man. He took it to heart big time.
Hey, Roscoe checked out after the loss. Hey, man.
Yes, he did.
Shout out to Roscoe.
R.I.P. Roscoe.
R.I.P., baby. I got another one for you, too. So, in Bears history, the first 6 seasons of the Chicago Bears, how many shutout wins as a whole did the team have?
We talking about George Hallis Bears.
Talking old, first 6 seasons.
Oh, I don't know that shit.
30s into the 40s. I don't know.
I don't know that
What about you, J.I.? I think J.I. over there looking it up, probably.
You know what? Hold on.
J.I. looks like he's looking it up. He's looking it up.
I see.
Look, he's cheating, man. He's looking at the screen. I can see you. I can see you, J.I.
No,
see you.
I'm not looking it up.
I can see your screen, your Google light up in your glasses.
Your glasses just gave you away, buddy.
Man, listen.
Hey, man. Hey,
hold on. Let me look at the glasses. You can see you guys, I think, if I can see it.
Hey, cut it out.
I don't have as light as I did.
So you got an answer, J.I.?
I have an educated guess. You said the first 6 seasons.
First 6.
So I'm going to assume on the law averages that they could get 2 to 3 shutouts per season. So I'm going to say 12.
Okay. What about you, T?
That's my guess.
Boy, this is how the teacher was catching students during the online classes.
You were wrong when you was in person.
You're not wrong, man.
Hey, if you're not cheating, you're not trying.
You're damn right. That's Tom Brady. He knows.
Oh,
yes.
Tom Brady shot.
Shots fired.
14.
The answer?
14, yes.
JB, you were closer on your first guess. 34.
Oh.
34 shutouts in their first 6 seasons.
Damn. That's a good number in Bears history.
That's an insane number in Bears history.
Yeah, it is.
Damn right.
Yeah.
Defense.
Hitting and defense wins championships, J.I. None of that flashy shit.
Hey,
And he knows that too, man.
He knows it. I know he
hold
does.
on. Wait a minute. Hey,
No, ain't no wait a minute, man. I'm gonna talk to you offline, man.
let's sell some tickets.
Here
It's
you
not about selling tickets. I'm about winning championships.
There you go. Winning championships gonna sell a lot more tickets.
Give a damn less about the tickets. They're going to show up to Soldier Field regardless. You know that they're showing up to Soldier Field regardless.
Yes.
If they have a winning team, man, they're going to show up, and we're going to watch.
AB.
We watch them when they win 4 games, man.
We watched them when they won 3 games.
I mean, we watched 3 games. I sit and just want to puke, but I watch it. You know,
AB, you brought up something a couple of weeks ago when you said that the Arlington Heights deal was going to happen. Like that's almost lock and step, right?
Yes.
I read another article, don't know if it's fabricated or not, that a potential second team could be coming to Chicago.
I don't believe that.
If the Bears leave,
If the Bears, right? Is that the city trying to just put some revenue into that stadium?
I
That's
think
100% scare tactic. That's all that
I
is.
think so.
Okay, because I was wondering, like, the next NFL team was
Nah.
supposed to be in Europe.
That's some bullshit, man. It's some smoke and mirrors, like you said earlier.
I could see if anywhere, you know, on a different spectrum kind of place, New Mexico, I mean, places like that maybe. I've heard of Mexico City before, even maybe trying to get it.
I did hear in Mexico City or Monterey, which is
yeah.
right. I heard both of those. And then I heard something about
chance.
Europe near Wimbledon, which would be France, right?
England.
England. I'm sorry. So I know because that's a large stadium.
Yeah. So,
but when they said that another team coming to Chicago, I was like why? First of all, where?
exactly.
And then second of all, why?
Well, they would probably take over Soldier Field.
Take that little ass stadium
they have right now.
Yeah.
With the small seating and whatnot.
60-some thousand.
And the location itself of where it is not conducive to a Super Bowl.
Correct.
Wow.
Correct.
But I just thought
I would like to see it.
I mean, they had one in New York a while back, and that wasn't the greatest.
At MetLife, you remember they had one at Ford Field, but that was indoor.
Yeah.
But here we go again. The NFL has to pick a stadium which maximizes the occupancy.
Yes.
So
and with the third largest market,
there you go. With a stadium ours with 62,000 strong regular, and when they collapse into the field area, they can go as high. I think they said it's 73, but it would be pushing it. Okay. That's still like peanuts to what New Orleans can hold or what LA can hold.
Which is ridiculous.
Remember, if you remember a long time ago, they always wanted to have Super Bowls in San Diego. Okay. Remember that old stadium down there? Where when Stan Humphries and them was playing, that stadium was huge.
Yes, Bullets.
What did Bullets say? Hey, my man Bullets, I missed it. What did he say?
It's going to have Chicago's third largest market. Money to be made. 2 teams make sense for the league now. See,
don't they have 10 teams in California?
At least
they should be in the Super Bowl. Yeah,
I mean, they
10 teams.
Quite a bit in Pennsylvania. You want to go to Pennsylvania?
10.
Yeah. Well, you know what?
They're not all around the same location. You know,
yeah.
like they're
like
all
you said, it's so
you
spread
got
out.
Pittsburgh, you got Philly. You know, it's all spread.
Right.
You're not going to have 2 teams around Chicago. It's just no way. I just don't see it happening, guys.
It would never work out. I don't think Chicago can ever have 2 professional teams in the same city. That wouldn't work.
Okay, you here you go with the cynicism.
What?
Mr.
You already have it.
You doing?
No, he's doing that on purpose.
Oh, okay. I'm like, Dad, what are you doing today?
Wait a minute.
That's what.
What are you smoking? Because I want some, man.
So it could work.
Hey, I got a question.
All right, so how many people fill White Sox Stadium? Oh yeah, they don't fill White Sox Stadium, do they?
You're right. You're right.
Okay, then.
The White Sox can win the World Series and still play second fiddle to the Cubs. I mean, we've seen it happen.
They could be in the World Series and not even sell out that stadium.
That happened twice.
Hold on,
yeah.
I think all of my professional baseball games have been White Sox games where I got free tickets.
Yeah. I
They
mean,
let us sit in the dugout.
So you
nobody
said
hell of a seat right now for $25.
You said the dugout?
They let us sit in the dugout. Nobody was there.
Hey, is Blake Reed? Is he in Oklahoma?
Hey, let's ask him. Hey, Blake, how you doing, man? I'm not familiar with you,
He's
but
actually a friend of mine. He's on my Bears Fans with a Brain page. He's a heavy follower there. He's a great
What's up,
guy.
Blake?
Very, very insightful guy. And
I see.
told him to jump
Blake,
in the
what's
chat.
up, man? Big ups to Blake Reed. Are you,
You
an
know what?
Oklahoma dog?
Instead of
What the
Chicago
fuck is
being
that to
greedy,
do in Oklahoma?
he's
I'm
not
sorry,
gonna answer.
Jay. Go
all
ahead.
right, Jay, say what you were going to say.
Instead of Chicago being greedy, I would love to see a football team, NFL, come back to St. Louis. I would love what they lost the Cardinals, they lost the Rams. I would love somebody to
Chicago
slide
lost
in
the
there.
Cardinals too.
Yeah, Chicago lost. You're right.
And
no.
a fun fact,
We
that
upgraded.
I'm going to give you a freebie on this one. I can't remember the exact year, but after the Chicago Cardinals left, the Chicago Bears actually stole their logo later on down I think in the 70s, I believe, if I remember right. And I think the Cardinals left earlier than that, like I don't remember, the 40s or 50s maybe, if I remember right. So they actually took their logo idea and put it on, and that's the logo that we have today.
Right, because remember the original Cardinals was a C.
Yes.
Wow.
It was not the bird head.
One extra fun fact today, guys.
That's what's up.
All about it. He said he's not Oklahoma, he's Indiana.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw
Poor
it.
guy. Poor man. He said he played for the Bears in his Pee Wee league, but he's been a fan ever since.
We love it. We love
There
it.
you go. Yeah, gotta love that. I actually played for the Steelers and the Eagles in mine, so a little different.
So what do you all think about going to our next segment? Because I know Eric has been sitting in there for forever.
Let's roll.
Is it time for the shot talk?
No, it's not the shot report yet. It's not the shot report yet. We still gonna talk some football a little bit, but this segment is called Post-it Notes. Hit it, AB.
I had to let it breathe, guys.
Hey, I was waiting for the beat to drop. Like, let it
I
go.
wanted to go longer, but T wouldn't let me, man. He seems
I was waiting for it to drop. But hey,
told me I couldn't let it drop.
well, we'll fix it. We'll fix it for the next time then, so the beat can drop. Because I was feeling that a little bit.
Yes,
I was
sir.
feeling that. But hey, so yesterday I posted on all social media outlets. I posted, "Do we miss this guy?" Hit it.
Oh.
I said, I'm still mad at him. You know, because a lot of people were mad. Let me give you a backstory for all of you all that don't know. In the 2018 playoffs against the Philadelphia Eagles, we were down 15-16 in the fourth quarter. Trubisky led us downfield. We were in field goal range, in position to win the game. We were only down 1 point. Put in Cody Parkey. One job. He had one fucking job. So evidently, I'm still kind of mad about it. He had one job. Kick the damn 43-yard field goal. So, you know, he's out there stretching his leg and shit. First kick, soon as he kicked it, they called a timeout trying to ice his ass. It went straight through. Straight through. So we were like, all right, he got this. Looked like it was no problem. Second kick. Doink.
Double doink.
Double doink. Chris Collinsworth called it after he said, "Oh no, the Bears are gonna lose on a double doink." Oh my God, man. So that was the post. But now here it is, 2021. We finally got a quarterback. We got an offensive line now, we hope. We still mad at him. So that was the post. Oh my God. What an overwhelming response. It was like 250 people over all the outlets. 250 people. And the overwhelming consensus was, hell yeah, we still mad at that motherfucker.
Wow.
So I'm gonna read a few of these comments, what they said. And I'm gonna read it just like they wrote it. So kids, cover your ears. Mothers, Miss Sandra, you might wanna turn around or turn on the radio up loud and listen
Put
to
them
some
kids to
church
bed.
music. Yeah. But here we go. I'm gonna read it just like they wrote it. All right.
Uh-oh.
Okay. So Salim H. He said, "Fuck that dude. He can catch Rona. He can catch Rona and croak."
Oh, no, we're not wishing that on anybody.
Yeah,
Ouch. Ouch, dog. That hurt.
That's
Come on, man. We might be mad at dude, but damn, we want him to die.
No.
Nah, we don't want him to die. Just stay over there in Cleveland, and you ain't bothering
Same
nobody.
thing. Same
Stay
thing.
over there.
Apparently, Blake already knew you were going to read that one. He must have
That's
saw
where
it too.
your football career dies over there, but you don't have to die. We don't want you to die. So the next person, Sammy Boy, he said, "We're still mad at Steve Bartman."
I was gonna say, are we still mad at Steve?
Yeah,
Bartman?
he said we still mad at him. I ain't mad at Steve Bartman. The Cubs weren't gonna do shit no way.
I'm more mad at Dusty Baker
Sorry, Kristen.
about that year than I am about Steve Bartman. Honestly.
Keeping a couple of pitches in a little too long.
Yeah, I agree. He was the player's coach. You know, he just let the insane asylum run. Man, he didn't hold it down the way he should have. And just
He
like
was
you
the
said,
Lovey
JP,
Smith of baseball.
I wouldn't say that.
Lovey held you accountable.
Lovey was a little okay. Lovey was.
You
a
ever
little,
watch Lovey whenever they were at like training camp? He was screaming at motherfuckers like crazy.
Right, he just wasn't cussing.
I didn't see that. I didn't see that.
I did. He was always on people.
He just wasn't cussing.
So John N. He said, "Fuck that dude."
Gotta love
Heather,
him,
Heather, a lady. She said, absolutely, saying that she's absolutely still mad. If I ever see that Joker on the street, I'm gonna triple. Well, that was really, really nicely put.
Hey,
If I ever see that motherfucker on the street, I'm gonna whoop his ass.
Trip that motherfucker, man.
look,
Untie his shoelaces and tie him together.
look. Do people have that same energy for Matt Nagy? Because if you all really remember the game, prior to the Cody Parkey double doink, Nick Foles came down and scored, right? Before that, the Bears had an opportunity on third down. I want to say it was like 3rd and 2 to ice the game. David Montgomery was gaining some steam. If David Montgomery gets that little 2-yard first down, you ice the game, you run it out, it's over. You score a field goal, we're not talking about this no more. So are we really that mad at Cody Parkey, or should we be equally as mad at Matt Nagy for not calling play?
Maybe equally as mad, but we should still be mad at Cody Parkey. Fuck that motherfucker.
Well, Cody's gone. Matt's still here.
Yeah, for now. So let's go to Ryan. Ryan said, fuck him and anyone who looks like him.
Oh, my God, the language.
I love Twitter, man.
The next person, Fields Season. I like that name, too. He said, what kind of question? ... Of course, we still mad. That motherfucker cost us a ring.
Well, I don't know about a ring, but
yeah, I don't know about that. He cost us going further in the playoffs. But a ring, I don't know.
Yeah.
You had some tough opponents to face after you would have beat.
Was that the wild card or was that the divisional round?
Wild card.
That was a wild card. So
the wild
they
card.
would have been playing. They would have been playing the Rams.
Was it the Rams or was it the 49ers?
No, it was either the Rams or the Saints.
Because isn't that the year the 49ers went to the Super Bowl?
No, that was
2019.
No.
Yeah, well, no, yeah,
No,
right,
no,
right. The 49ers. So the wild card winner would have had to play.
They wouldn't have had to play the. I'm telling you, they
would have had to play the Saints,
the Rams or the Saints.
If I remember right.
If Philly won it, they could win it. I still don't think we win. Eagles were just magical that year. We would have won. We could have won that shit. But
I don't see.
We shouldn't even been in that position where Cody Parkey had to win the game.
Depending on your seed, when you win, you play a different seed depending on what lower tiered seed wins. So that year, the NFC Championship, Alan, if I'm not mistaken, was that 49ers and Rams or was that 49ers and Eagles? Saints, I'm sorry, because I don't think the Eagles made it past the Saints, right? I think they lost.
They did because Alshon Jeffrey dropped a pass.
Left sideline for the first down, right?
Yep. I remember that.
Yeah.
Sure.
So it was 49ers Saints.
It was.
Wait, was it 49ers Saints?
Yes, because San Francisco beat Minnesota, I think it was. I remember. No, wrong year. I'm thinking the next year. I'm not.
I thought San Francisco and Seattle possibly had the bye.
So I'm tired.
Because that's still when the bye was in progress, right? 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Yes, Seattle did have the bye.
That's what I thought. Right. So
Seattle had the bye.
Yeah. So the Seahawks and the Eagles had the wild card. We had Dallas had the East. We had the North. The Rams had the West. The Saints had the South. And we would have had, if we won, we would have had to play. We would have had to play Dallas.
Dallas.
Yeah, because they were the 4 seed.
That first game.
Wait, what?
They were the
Dallas? Hell no. We would have had to play either the Rams or the Saints. What you mean?
Okay. We were the 3 seed.
Right.
The Cowboys were the 4 seed. The Rams were the 2 seed. And the Saints were the 1. So we would have had to play the Rams again. Yeah. 100%.
Yeah, that's what I said in the very beginning. God damn it. All right. Anyway, that's that segment. If
I'm not mistaken, of which we had beaten the Rams earlier that season, right?
Yeah. That was the worst game of all time.
Yeah, but we all know that playoffs is a whole nother animal.
Hey,
yeah, but
just saying, you take momentum where you can get it.
All right, so JB said having faith in Nagy. I didn't have faith in Mitch Trubisky. The only reason he went down the field in that is because the Eagles had that prevent defense shit, and he just blew it down the field, man. He couldn't do anything the whole game.
You're right.
Do you honestly think that we would have had a shot the next week?
That's what I said. When somebody says he called
Mitch Trubisky was the one for me.
I don't think they would have went to the Super Bowl.
No, they wouldn't. They wouldn't. They said he cost us a ring. He didn't.
So the
12 cost us a ring.
That's the 12-4 season, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mitch's second year.
Yeah.
I mean, take the wins for what it is, but I'm not saying they're going to beat the Rams.
You can't throw the ball over 15 yards.
And matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, didn't the Rams go to the Super Bowl the year before against the Patriots?
Yes.
So you're talking about a defending Super Bowl going to the Super Bowl team. Hell no, we wasn't going to win.
I don't think so.
Yeah, Blake, I agree. That game was ugly as fuck. That was ugly as fuck.
I'll never forget, I'm looking at Nagy like 3rd and 2. If Montgomery cooking, if you don't run this ball.
but it would have been a little bit prettier had we had Cody Parkey made that fucking kick.
What's more insulting, that he didn't make the kick, or that we decided to go get Nick Foles after he whooped our tails?
Oh God!
And JB, you were thinking of Jordan Howard, not Montgomery.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jordan Howard. Right.
Jordan
I'm sorry,
Howard.
not David Montgomery.
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
Jordan Howard.
Yeah.
He was because he was.
I didn't get you saying that.
Jordan Howard was falling forward for 2-3 yards.
Wait, he was saying David Montgomery, and I ain't catch that shit.
Yeah, I kept saying Montgomery because he's on my brain right now. But yes, Jordan Howard. Yes.
Yeah. And then he went on to do nothing everywhere.
Well,
yeah,
Philly.
He probably still would have been good had he been here. But the Bears had their heads.
But the philosophy we had didn't work for him because he can't catch the ball.
He can't catch the ball at the backfield, right? They tried to make him Matt Forte, and he couldn't.
Exactly.
Well, see, Matt Nagy shouldn't have been doing that shit anyway. Run the fucking ball.
Hey,
run the goddamn ball, man.
He was falling forward for 2-3 yards. We could have done something with that.
Yeah. Stable, I agree with you. Let's look forward to this new era. Justin Fields, let's go. Period.
Justin Fields, let's go.
Justin Fields, let's go. But also,
Andy Dalton,
let's go. Because I'm not going to root against
for you, boy.
So
yeah, true.
I still want Dalton to have some success. I want the Bears to win.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, let's just not talk about that shit anymore. It was a good post. You know, I'm glad everybody participated. But that shit is over with now. So
what's your next one to say about this Bears team?
Wait, what'd you say? Bottom line, Cody Parkey not welcome in Chicago.
Yeah, dog. Cody, if you watching, man, don't ever make this your vacation spot, dog.
Hey, don't we see him week 5 because we play the Browns?
Yes, correct.
Oh,
correct.
It's a good thing the fans are not going to be on the field, though.
Yeah, it's in Cleveland.
He would get his ass whooped. Oh man. Anyway, yeah. So that was that segment. That was fun, but yeah, we're gonna move on. We're gonna look forward to the new Bears, this new era, this new Justin Fields era. And man, did you all see the Shy on Sunday? Switching up gears real quick. Did you all see the Shy?
Can I say unfortunately?
Hey JB,
huh?
You want out too?
You know what?
You want to go have a beer in the back, man?
Hey, backstage, I kind of do, but I watched it. You
got an obligation, man.
I'm a man of my word. Like as always, I watched it.
Well, might I say, was the best. It was the best episode yet. They took one of the best movies ever made, and they recreated a lot of scenes from that movie and made them relevant in this series. Come on, man, that's nothing short of genius, man.
I need to stop you right there because you said the best movie of all time.
I said one of the best movies.
You shouldn't have said that either. It's a cultural hood classic.
What?
It is. It's not.
Love Jones is not a hood classic, dog. We're not talking about Menace to Society or Boys in the Hood. Okay, all right. You know what? We can't talk to JB about this. So AB, can we bring in Erica, man? Hi, Erica.
Hey, Erica.
Hello, gentlemen.
How you
doing?
Hey, Erica,
I am excited to hear this report.
Okay, so I am going to start my report. However, I do have a request.
Yes.
So I know that John, you've been watching. I know J.I., you always watch. However, I would like to limit all comments until after I finish my recap.
Yeah.
And then in the time that we have left, we can discuss certain things.
Yeah.
Awesome. So it starts out with Emmett, right? And he is watching the movie that Terrence just referenced. He is watching Love Jones, which is a very great movie, I must say. I enjoyed it myself. And maybe some of you did not and give it a thumbs down or whatever, but I really like the way that they integrated this movie into the show. And it kind of goes back to something you said, J.I., a few weeks ago when you were like, something about the exchange between Emmett and Keisha was a little too close and something might come with that. Right. So it starts out with him watching Love Jones. Emmett is watching Love Jones. And he automatically texts Keisha, like, our movie is on, right? And so then he calls her and she's like, oh, yeah, I was just going to text you back. I'm about to watch it, whatever. And later on, when she's having an exchange with the guy from the store that has been trying to date her, she says to him, like, well, one of my exes from, he was talking to a girl in the store. And she's like, who is that? And he's like, oh, somebody I know from middle school. And she's like, oh, y'all had something going on. And he's like, yeah, in middle school, that doesn't count. And she's like, it always counts because one of my boyfriends from high school was steady hitting me up. So now we're finding out that they actually had a relationship prior to what we saw in the beginning of the whole series, where it looked like they were just freak buddies. But that was kind of like a residual after they had a relationship. So, anywho, but in the midst of that, his wife, Tiff, has not come home yet. He calls her on the phone. She's out with the other guy that she's been seeing, and she's drunk, and he's like, come home right now, and this, that, and the other. And she's like, no, I'll be home in the morning, this, that, and the other. He's trying to get her to come home. He's like, get an Uber. She's like, no. He's like, I'll come get you. She's like, no. But what was interesting to me was after she got off the phone with him, dude was like, yeah, I would have hung up on your ass too. Like, even though he's reaping the benefits of messing with a married woman, he's still like, yeah, if I was married to you and you were doing this BS, I would have told you to bring your butt home too. So, that was kind of interesting to me. So just to keep with that story, when she does come home in the morning, he's got breakfast all laid out and all of that, just the way she likes it. And she's like, so you're not mad? And he's like, well, you can get random dick anywhere, but only I know how to do this for you, And she's like, okay, she's kind of receiving that at that moment. Later on, they actually have a date night and they go out to a comedy club, and the comedian kind of strikes a nerve by cracking a joke about how his marriages didn't last 1 year. He was like, because my wives always wanted to freak somebody else. That kind of struck a nerve with Emmett. And by the end of their night, he was trying to give her an upgrade on her wedding ring. But then he was like, but I don't want to be in an open relationship anymore. And if you're still trying to do that, I don't know if I want to still be married to you. So now we don't know where that's going to go. Does he really mean that? And he's going to leave? Or is she, because she was saying like, well, I appreciate my freedom and I like not having to worry if you're going to cheat on me. Does she really mean that? Or deep down inside, is she really like, I really don't want him freaking on other chicks. I'm just doing this to get back at him or whatever, which I think she might be doing, but that's just my opinion. Nonetheless, that's how that's left in this episode so far. So now we get to Kevin. Okay, so Kevin is still heartbroken over Gemma. And he met that girl last episode, Lene, which he went to play video games with. He asked her out. She told him he was corny, didn't want nothing to do with him. And now he keeps calling her.
Like you, Jam.
He's calling her like, in case you didn't get the last message, I'm calling you again. And so Keisha comes in the room and she's like, don't be thirsty. And basically now he's got like a complex with him and Jake. So he's asking Keisha, like, who would you choose, me or Jake? And she's like, that's nasty. You my brother. Like, how can I even say that? You know, like, you're my brother. And he's like, that's because you would choose Jake. And then later on, when him and Papa and Emmett are having a discussion, he's like, in a fight, who would think would win, me or Jake? And it's just like, you feel sorry for him because he has like lost all his confidence behind his woman leaving him for Jake. And that's kind of sad to me. And I just look at him like he's a young dude that had his first heartbreak, you know, but everybody our age has had a first heartbreak and we all got over it. So I guess he will too. But if you think back to when that first heartbreak was, that was not easy, you know. So he's basically going through that. But actually, Papa ends up having this party for Maisha because he's still trying to get her back. And I'll get to that story in a minute. But basically at the party, somehow, you know, he's expecting Gemma to show up, but she shows up with Jake. So, of course, he's salty. Then he starts dancing with a chick, trying to make Gemma jealous, and he does. Okay? And they actually have a conversation about it. And she tells him that she's jealous and so forth. And he's like, well, I still love you. She's like, I still love you too. He's like, it's weird seeing each other with other people. But in the end, he's like, well, don't come running back to me when y'all break up because I won't be there waiting for you. And she's like, I'm sure you won't be waiting there alone. Which still, like in Gemma style, she's still kind of like, nigga, I'm going to do what I'm going to do. And when I do come back, you might not be there alone, but I think that Gemma feels like you may not be there waiting alone, but if I come back, you're gonna fuck with me. I think that's what's in Gemma's mind right now. May or may not be the case. Kevin could have moved on by then, but we don't know that so far. Okay. So something else that happens at Papa's party is that Papa had went to Maisha's house to just check on her or whatever. And she revealed that she was having some insecurities about her popularity and her fan page or whatever. And people are hating on her. And he's like, you know, don't give that any energy, whatever. So he throws this whole party for her in honor of her. And she gets in there and starts dancing with another dude right in front of him. He tries to break it up, talking about how you want my girl. And she's like, I'm not your girl no more. I think that was kind of rude since he threw the party in honor of her. But, you know, this is the young crowd. You know, they maybe they operate a little differently. Then I thought that was kind of foul that she was like all up, you know, in somebody's face with him when he threw this whole party in her honor. Okay. So now we get to Keisha. So Keisha lets the dude from work take her out. because earlier when Kevin had asked Keisha about me or Jake, and he was like, "You're not gonna give me an answer because you would choose Jake. Y'all like bad boys." And at first she denied it, and he was like, "Y'all like niggas that don't give a F, right?" And then she was like, "Well, sometimes women do like dudes who don't give a F." And he was like, "That's your problem." Yeah, I'm
I know. You're being a lady.
so you know, and I guess Keisha, in a sense kind of felt that, from her brother. And so she's like, "Well, I'll give dude a chance." So she agrees to go on a real date with him. But she ends up having a panic attack because of, her past and what happened with her. And he's like, "Can I hug you?" And I think that's important because I forget what the stats are, but it's like 1 in every, I don't know if it's 5 or 8 or 10 woman has been assaulted before. And a lot of times people don't realize that. And sometimes the way men come, if you're coming at a woman that has been assaulted before or raped before or whatever, that's going to trigger something for her. And so the fact that he asked, because he knows what she's been through, he asked her, "Is it okay if I hug you right now?" Because he knows that could be a trigger.
So polite.
And she said, okay. And he hugged her. And then they decided to go home and just like play some music and chill out or whatever have you. So I think that is good for Keisha. They play records and they're like, dancing a little, but he's not being overtly sexual or anything like that because he is cognizant of what she went through.
I raised him right.
You said what?
I said I raised him right.
You right. Right, because you're his dad. Right. You raised him right. So on a side note, Drake and Trig have a conversation. So it seems like Trig is concerned that Jake is like too much into Gemma. And he's like, "Yeah, you want to do right by Gemma, but you played your boy bogus." And he's like, "Don't play your boy bogus for a female." But then Jake kind of checks him and he's like, "Well, what happened with you and Rashad?" And so Jake is like, "But that's my wife." I mean, not Jake. Trig is like, "Well, that's my wife." And Jake is like, "Not yet." And so Trig was actually like, at first he was like, "Well, me and Rashad are like family, so that shit will blow over." But in actuality, Jake was like, "Nah, it's the same demo. So you let me know when you make up with Rashad and I'll make up with Jake." And they kind of make up. Jake and Kevin kind of make up at the party. It's kind of like a, "Yeah, what's up? Yeah, what's up?" And Kevin is really being the bigger man because he's like, "I just want y'all both to be happy." Talking about Jake and Gemma. As much as he wants Gemma and all of that, he's like, "I just want happiness." And that's a big thing. Because even as adults, people get bitter and somebody leave you for somebody else. Now you hate them and want to do, I wish. But he's really like, "I just want to see her happy." So basically, like, if you're going to treat her right, have at it, he's really showing a lot of maturity. So there was nothing else about Nina and Dre, which in the last episode, Nina told Dre that she cheated. But they did not feature them in this episode. So we still don't know what's going on with that. There was also nothing with Duda and Tracy and his wife. So we still don't know what's going to happen with that. But basically, for what was given in this episode, I've given you a recap of what happened with those relationships.
So, was there a preview into what we got to look forward to for next week? I'm still waiting for Tabitha.
So there was a preview, but the preview really didn't tell us much. It was like a preview of
Do they ever?
people saying phrases, but I couldn't really gather much from what is to come in the
So we probably still ain't gonna know shit about the baby.
And there was no Tabitha in the preview. I don't believe
I saw her. I swear I saw her face in the preview.
Did you?
I thought I did. Maybe I didn't.
I don't remember seeing Tabitha. I don't remember seeing Nina and Dre in the preview. I don't remember seeing Jada and her cancer in the preview.
I gotta watch it again. I
don't remember seeing any of that in the preview.
So
I don't know. They might be dropping storylines again. Like we talked about last week. They might be dropping storylines again and just forgetting about them.
So, they better not do that shit anymore. They better not do that shit anymore. So, what was like to you? What was one of the coolest scenes that paralleled Love Jones, the movie that they were kind of mimicking?
Okay, so I think the crucial scene that paralleled it for me, but kind of shut it down, was when Emmett was talking to Tiff and was like, I don't want to be open no more. I love you. I want to spend the rest of my life with you. And that's urgent like a motherfucker. And she was like, this ain't no movie.
She said this ain't a movie.
Like, this ain't no movie. This is real life.
Because Lorenz Tate said that same thing. That's urgent like a motherfucker.
He said that in the movie, right. And she was like, this not no movie, though. This is real life. So, and I think Tiff is kind of feeling like, you took all these years and cheated on me so much up the wazoo. Because remember, in the beginning, he got other kids that we don't see. So he cheated on her up the wazoo, right? And she stayed with him. And she's like, now we got an open marriage and I'm having fun with my variety. And you just want to shut that down. And he's like, but I love you. And I just want to be with you. And I don't want to be with you if you want us to be open. And that's urgent like a motherfucker. And she's, in her mind, it's probably like, but you was open for all these years. And I was not.
But in Emmett's defense, Tiffany wanted Emmett to man up. To man up and stop bullshitting and fucking around. So now he's ready to stop bullshitting and fucking around. And now Tiffany is like, well, nah, because now I want to fuck around and bullshit. I'm
not agreeing with her. I'm not agreeing with her sentiment. Because I feel like you wanted this dude to do this all this time. And now he's finally doing it. And now you're saying no. I feel like she's shooting herself in the foot. I feel like she shot herself in the foot when she wanted an open marriage. Because now you're giving him leeway to do whatever. He been doing whatever and you couldn't stand it. You hated that. Now you giving leeway to do whatever. He's trying to do right, which is what you always wanted. And now you saying no. She's stupid. She needs to take him for the good man if you stayed that long with somebody cheating on you, what's one more chance gonna do? She might as well give it one more chance when him actually professing and saying he's gonna do the right thing and see how that goes, especially since they are married now. They are married. They're no longer just baby mama, baby daddy. They are married now. If you are married, you need to give that a chance. This time.
And he upgraded the ring too.
He upgraded the ring, right.
So you got to give him a chance now.
I feel like this. I don't remember how many outside babies they said he had in the beginning of the series, but it was more than one. Because I remember his mother being like, I'm tired of all these babies you bringing. So it's more than one. And he was messing around with Keisha. Now her and Keisha are friends, best of buddies, which I don't understand. But if I was her, I would be like, shit, I put up with it that long. Now we actually married. I gotta give it a chance at the marriage point. I gave it all these chances at being just the baby mama. It might be worth it to give it a chance at the marriage point since we have taken vows. Let's see. Now, if he mess up again, fine. Divorce. I totally get it. But you've taken so much, you might as well see what it do in a marriage when this is the most honest and open he seems like he's ever been and real. So take it. Don't just blow it off because you want some random penis.
So there was another part in the movie that parallel Love Jones. I thought it was like one of the coolest scenes. When he was cooking breakfast.
The breakfast. Okay.
And Tiff was like, why you cooking with your shirt off? That's exactly what Lorenz Tate did, you know, after he had sex with Nia Long, her character, not Nia Long, her character. But so you said on the first night, that wasn't the first night, was it?
Man, Ving Rhames did that same thing in Baby Boy and asked the nigga did he want some Kool-Aid.
Oh, but Ving Rhames was butt naked. He didn't just have his shirt off.
So anyway, what I'm saying is that scene was that scene was super cool because you know Lorenz was so smooth. He was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna cook you some eggs. You want anything else?" And it's kind of like the same thing that Emmett was doing. He made the bacon, he made the eggs. He said, "You know what? I'll make it just like you like it. You know, you get random penis from anywhere, but nobody know how to do this." So he was real smooth like Lorenz. I just thought that was like a super cool scene that they paralleled to Love Jones. That's why I say this episode was nothing short of genius. Nothing short of it. Erica, you froze up. Unless you just still drinking. There you go. Erica, are you okay? You tipsy over there?
No, I'm fine. My thing went out. I couldn't see you guys.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well,
are those
guess,
all the comments or what? J.I., you've been quiet. Did you not watch?
You told us to be quiet.
Why do you all keep saying that? His name is Christian. Christian. His name is Christian. I'm supposed to be his father on the show.
You said be quiet.
I asked a question about Jay.
No, I was talking about this comment.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
In the comment, C.O. said Keisha and T. Nick's son on the motorcycle. That does parallel Love Jones too, but his name is Christian. Christian and Keisha were on the motorcycle. That parallels Darius. That was his name. Darius. And Nia. What was Nia Long's name in Love Jones? I forgot.
Nina.
Yeah, Nina. Nina and Darius. So that kind of parallel too. I thought that was pretty cool too.
Yeah.
Yep. So
that parallelism was cool. I thought
it was. I like when Emmett came in with the leather jacket on and that hot sweater. I was like, okay, that was definitely some late 90s stuff.
You had one of those, didn't you, Dad? You had one of those, didn't you?
Have.
You still be rocking your shit, huh? You still be rocking your shit. Hey, and that scene where he told Keisha, I don't want to be open no more. That scene with that jacket was the same scene in front of I believe it was in front of Buckingham Fountain? When he was like, "Yeah, I'm Groove Man." They just had like a little stepping date. Just as Emmett and Tiff had a stepping date. Well, they played step music. I don't know if it was a stepping date, but that seemed parallel too. I thought that was pretty dope.
Okay.
The whole episode was dope to me. The whole episode was dope.
This episode, I haven't seen Love Jones in a few years, so I may have missed a couple of the references. But the ones I got, I know I got.
JB.
Huh? Hey.
What's wrong, man? Why you Love Jones hating? Why? That's like one of the best movies ever.
It's really not. Like it
is
BS. Like it's really not. It's really not.
You said it's BS?
It's really a trash movie, but I understand why it's a hood classic. Why certain
It's not a hood classic. It's a classic.
It's a hood classic.
Okay. Now you starting to sound like, well, I ain't even gonna say what you starting to sound like.
Hey, you can say what you want to say. Hey, AB, you can take that off. We understand the soundtrack. The soundtrack was phenomenal.
Thanks, AB. Thanks.
That sounds like Space Jam 1. When Michael Jordan was in the background, they were saying, "I got a basketball Jones." That's what it sounded like.
Well, I mean,
Ali says
kind of like that, but so what? There's a lot of songs that sound like other songs. So
okay, see, this is what I'm saying. Like y'all don't want to talk the real. I'm here to talk the real.
Go ahead.
Look, if you all want to say that was like the most moving, innovative, thought-provoking, tear-jerker, heartstring-pulling movie ever, y'all need to go to the movies a little bit more. I'm the Roger Ebert of this shit right now.
Well, no, we never said
you're not Roger Ebert, dog, because Roger Ebert definitely would like this movie.
Okay, Siskel, whichever one was the hating dude, that's me.
Siskel.
But we never said it
I'm
was
Gene
a tearjerker and all of that.
Siskel was a hating ass motherfucker.
I just thought it was a good movie. I don't consider it a tearjerker. And
R.I.P. Gene Siskel. I'm sorry.
Really, their whole thing was
and
toxic.
Roger Ebert.
Here's my thing.
Their whole thing was toxic, so I don't consider it a tearjerker and all of that. But I think
you looked at it a little deeper, Erica, and I like that in you. You looked at it a little deeper. The movie itself, if you look up the word, it actually insists on itself, which is fine because a lot of movies do. Hell, we just watched Space Jam 2 over the weekend. And that movie was terrible, but it's a kid's movie, so am I really looking for it to be Gone with the Wind? No, I'm not. I'm looking for thought-provoking moments, or moments where you be like, or moments where you be like, oh, that's so touching. That's all it is. But to say that it's a great, phenomenal theatrical film, it's not. It's not.
No.
I'm just talking.
I don't think by like Oscar standard worthy it's that type of film, but I'm saying that it was entertaining and I enjoyed it. And I think that
let me ask you this,
because it's a black film and an all black cast, and it was written in a way with poetry and this, that, and the other, I feel like it can be under that list of a black classic. Just like there's a lot of black exploitation films.
Absolutely. But listen to what I said.
Bad editing and everything else, but they have been classic throughout generations of black people, and I consider them black classics. That's all I'm saying.
This motherfucker, JB, I swear to God.
I'm not disagreeing with you at any point of what you're saying, because when I say a hood classic, don't listen and look at hood as a negative connotation, because it's not. Right. It's a cultural classic. It really is. Loving basketball, and I love Loving Basketball.
So why did you say hood classic instead of cultural classic?
Let me finish. Was it a phenomenal feature film?
I want to know why you call it hood classic instead of cultural classic, like you just said.
I call Boys in the Hood a hood classic, and that's one of my favorite movies. What you talking about?
That is the hood classic. That is a hood classic.
So now,
And Love Jones was just the opposite of that. There was no rap music. There was no killing. Why is it in the same category?
so you can't
Because
have.
it's black.
Hold on. You can't have urban poetry and symmetry and good jazz and good love and be in the hood.
We just sharpshooting.
Yeah, you froze. I'm asking you, T. You can't have all that in the hood too. The hood ain't all bad.
Absolutely.
No, I'm not saying that it is, but what I'm saying, what I'm saying, JB, is you said
equal black.
Boys in the Hood is a hood classic, and then you said Love Jones is a cultural classic.
No.
If you say, why are you separating the two?
I originally said hood classic, but you have.
If it's gonna be hood, it's gonna be hood, and argue that. If it's gonna be cultural, then both of them can be cultural, and argue that. Why are you separating the two?
You're arguing bananas and apples, but it's still fruit.
This is semantics.
Semantics, exactly.
Like there are places that I go, and someone will be like, "Oh, you was in the hood," and I'm like, "Yeah, I don't really consider that the hood because I'm not constantly looking over my back like that. I feel comfortable there. I feel safe." Exactly. There are areas of Chicago that I consider the hood, that are different areas. I think that's semantics. That might be what you're used to, where you grew up at, or something like that. I think that is like not really debatable. It's just a matter of how you feel about it.
It's a matter. It's relative. It's a matter of preference.
I go work out at LA Fitness that's on 115th and Vincennes. And somebody was like, "Oh, in the hood." It's a fucking strip mall. And I walk from my car to the building. I don't feel unsafe. I don't really classify that as the hood. It ain't no niggas standing out selling dope right there where I'm getting out my car. Ain't no, I don't, Now, if I'm going someplace where somebody is getting shot on the corner every day, I might consider that the hood. But that I don't. And even if hood things happen in a certain place, I still don't necessarily consider that the hood. It's just nowadays shit happens every place. But I don't consider it the hood.
Very good.
I thought is hood a noun? You could be in the hood, or you're saying you're classifying something as hood?
Because the hood would be, in that case, the hood would be a thing, right? If you consider it a noun. But again, let me clarify.
But if you use hood vernacular, it's an adjective.
There you go, Jay.
It can be an adjective.
It can be an adjective. There you go. There you go.
I think we lost T. Nick.
It's okay. He went to Mount Carmel. We expect that.
And Morehouse. He didn't make any right decisions.
What do you mean?
This dude went to Mount Carmel and Morehouse. He want to tell us about the hood. Knock it off. Knock it off.
No, I'm not telling you about the hood.
Well, tell us what you read about the hood, Terrence.
How are you using it? Why are you using it two different ways?
I've been to your parents' house. You don't know about the hood.
In two different ways. I said hood classic at first, and I caught a lot of flack. So to be culturally correct, I said, okay, cultural classic.
You didn't catch any flack from me because I knew
but
exactly what you meant.
But to say Boys in the Hood was a hood classic.
They both are.
It's the same. That's why I said if you watch the movie.
But I get it because Terrence says that Boys in the Hood is violent and it's showing a different depiction. The target audience is going to be what makes.
Can they be in the same category?
Yes.
Yeah, they can be in the same category.
Okay, so I'm saying,
the debate.
You call one hood and you call the other cultural.
No, I called both hood at first.
He just changed that to appease you.
There you go.
Not appeased.
Hey, but let me tell you this.
Not appeased.
I
it don't matter.
Let me be
I
clear.
can see.
The
It
show
don't matter.
The Shy is a hood classic show. Power,
No
Empire,
question.
hood classic shows.
What is this? So
I wouldn't necessarily say classic because
I want to
know.
Well, right, it's not long enough to be classic. You're right.
Can we read what AB is posting? Someone who is from an inner city and expresses the essence of urban culture, not to be confused with ghetto, because a person can be hood but not ghetto at all.
Okay, what are we talking about? What is posted?
He basically just said what I said and gave me the nod to what I said.
So it can't be a positive compliment, but describing someone as ghetto
is usually derogatory.
No one said ghetto here, so
that's why I said hood.
So I don't think you're necessarily being derogatory,
but Terrence definitely Terrence definitely took hood as derogatory. He thought you were using it as more as a pejorative, and it wasn't.
Good word.
It's in. You know what? When we mess around and use these euphemisms, what's an urban feel? Does urban mean black nowadays? Yes, it does.
It does.
So if I'm getting so does hood mean black in essence, but not that black? So, but the truth of the matter is the target audience is the target audience. And then usually when you say a black film, when I see a film and the cast is black and the director is black, and you can see there's a different level of production. I mean, I'm not saying that's good or bad, because the truth of the matter is it's targeted. So Friday, hood film. There's no real violence. Friday is a comedy. So I see what Terrence is doing. Terrence is saying if it's some gang banging stuff, then that makes it hood. Anything other than that is some cultural masterpiece. Knock it off.
Can I give you one better?
All about the Benjamins. Rush Hour.
No, the best man. The best man. The best man is
I like that. A little corny, but I like that too.
I wouldn't.
That's right in the same category as Love Jones.
Again, cultural, hood, same stuff.
Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. So you wouldn't think that Best Man is in the same category as Love Jones? And Girls
I said yes.
Trip?
I said it's the same. I said it's
all of that's the same
stuff. Girls Trip. No. Not Girls Trip. Hell no.
Wait,
all of that's the same. Why? Because they got a bigger budget? Because they got a bigger budget. It's the same thing. It's the same thing.
Girls Trip ain't the same thing.
Here's why I call it semantics. I wouldn't call Best Man hood or even Girls Trip, even though Tiffany Haddish brings that essence to it.
No, that's
ghetto. When you say that, hold on. But here's the thing. But when you say that, I know what you mean, and I'm not gonna argue that. Like, it's not hood, it's cultural. It's not. I'm not gonna argue that. I know what you mean when you say that.
Mm-hmm.
You mean black.
So we do think hood is kind of derogatory.
I know what you mean, and I don't take it as derogative. Yeah. I know what you mean, but I don't necessarily put Best Man in the same category as Boys in the Hood.
You can't,
because Boys in the Hood is clearly hood.
Okay.
As is New Jack City, as is South Central, and all that.
What's the target audience?
Another black movie, I know what you mean, so I'm not nitpicking. Like, that's not hood though. That's supposed to be like, it doesn't.
Okay.
You know.
If we're not nitpicking, what would be a proper categorization?
It's the cultural significance. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not Star Wars. It's not.
No.
It's not Meteor Man. You're right. I give you that.
Hey,
I like Meteor Man.
Hey, that was pretty damn positive, wasn't it? Meteor Man.
I like
it's not. It's not Hollywood Shuffle.
Man. Well, speaking of Robert Townsend, shout out Robert Townsend. He's gonna be on the podcast.
Hey,
when?
I don't know. I'm speaking it to existence right now.
You just really get some real hood stuff.
If he comes, I like to be on the whole show for that. If he comes, Terrence, I like to be on the whole show for that.
I'm trying to make that happen. I'm trying to make that happen.
But check it out. Back to what we originally were stating, right? They did a good job in portraying a movie that was very popular to the urban community. They did a very good job in the portrayal of that. You have to give it up for that. You have to. Whether you enjoyed it or you didn't, you have to give it up for that. They did a phenomenal job in the interpretation of that. I have to give it up.
I think Erica made a good point. It was one of the references that she may have missed. And if you're not in this target demographic for these references, that's urgent than the mother. I don't know what that means because I'm not all like, and I've seen the movie a couple times, but I didn't love it. I just happened when I saw the leather coat, I said, what does this guy got on? It's an anachronism. I said, this isn't 2021 gear he has on. So I saw what he was doing. Then I thought, what is this weirdo doing?
Man, both of y'all going in and out. I got that janky ass Wi-Fi.
What did I say?
No, I said you want some Stephen A. Smith wordplay now. Go ahead.
Oh, and an anachronism. That's when something it's not in the right time period.
Correct.
Spell that shit.
Like I saw. Okay, there you go.
You would tell me.
Hey, okay.
You can't spell it.
Okay. Here's the thing. I get it, but if you're going to put it on like, hey, Love Jones, that means you're targeting it to people that can recognize those references, or just appreciate the culture in and of itself. Mm-hmm. And some of the stuff I picked up on, some of it I didn't, but I still appreciated it. But and I don't think when you say, like Erica said, you say hood, I know what you mean. You say urban, I know what you mean. You say, I think blaxploitation is a misnomer, but when you say that, I know what you mean. I know what type of movies you're talking about. So 20 years from now, they'll categorize some of these as black sport. Yeah. Say again.
I said, although separate, you can differentiate.
Oh, most definitely. So when somebody says, I know that when certain movies are going to open up to thousands and thousands of screens, and then when I see a Love Jones, it's going to open up to hundreds and hundreds of screens because of the target audience and things like that. And that's not a bad thing. So when they say a movie is a cult classic, that doesn't mean it's bad. The Warriors is a cult classic. That means that a certain demographic loves the movie, and a certain demographic has never heard of it. So you can't say, well, this is Oscar worthy, because there's some we see Oscars like, what? I've never heard of this movie.
Ever.
Yeah. You went ahead and ride along. Didn't win anything.
Was that straight to DVD? What were we talking about?
Exactly. So I mean, I thought the Chi did an excellent job in incorporating that. I thought it was creative.
Kudos to the Chi for that. Like I said, it definitely was. It was innovative. One,
mm-hmm.
Two, it made a lot of people, Terrence included, like, dang, I gotta go watch Love Jones again. It subliminally put that in your mind, like, man, I gotta see Love Jones. Or
that's what's up.
It reminded you of your fondness of that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And you know what? I can complain all day, but if something makes me feel a certain way while I'm watching it,
mm-hmm.
I've got to, tip my hat to the writing.
There you go.
When Kevin goes up to Gemma, I love you. I want to be with you. I want to, man, if you don't get your corny stuff out of here. But I can relate to that. I can relate to that feeling, being heartbroken. You don't know how many girls have come to me. I just still want to be with you. I love you. Like, ease back, baby, ease back. You know what I'm saying? So
right. Other way around. It's been so many girls you done ran up to. Please take me back, please. I love you.
I was told that's called curse mode.
Why do y'all think that's corny though?
Hold on, wait a minute.
You want to be with
no.
Problem in telling her.
I'm just playing. It's not, especially at that age, it's not corny.
Y'all
It's
would
really what
probably
he.
fare better if y'all
No, that's
actually
he's
acted
what
on
is he?
your
16?
emotions.
Like that's his
No,
world.
it's really that's really how he felt.
That's-
He'll look
that's
back
his
on
world.
that. He'll look
Yeah.
back on that 10 years from now, 20 years, and say, I was being a little extra, but that's how I felt. I can still hear some songs when I was in high school, and I was like, I remember my crush at the time, and I thought it was so serious. It really wasn't. But I still like those. I still like that feeling, and I got a little twinge of that feeling watching this. Like that's the stuff, man. What is this cornball doing? I did the same thing.
Should have played Mary J. Blige Reminisce.
That's real. That's
You
his
know,
first
that's the-
heartbreak. That shit is
Yeah, you know what?
serious.
Yes.
My first
And
heartbreak,
I don't want to nitpick because I feel kind of.
I stayed home from school. I couldn't go to school.
Damn, it was that
Terrence went to
serious.
all boys school. Terrence went to all boys school. He didn't have no heartbreaks. Then he went to all boys college. So Terrence is kind of just totally. He's totally missing what he can't relate.
Why you put my business out in the street, man?
Hey, I promise I didn't mean to laugh, but damn, Jay, like
No, I got y'all. Don't even worry about it.
you ain't got me.
Don't even worry about it.
You ain't-
J.I.
My first heartbreak is a motherfucker.
Hey, I'll say this.
It's urgent than a
Terrence, read
motherfucker.
up on it. Read up on it, Terrence. You will know.
I still know my first heartbreak.
Hey.
And he married. That
Oh,
shit still hurts
Yeah,
my
Erica,
heart.
you going through a thing right now. Don't
I know. Erica going through
Don't
it.
do it.
Hey, shout out to the
No,
shot.
that shit still like.
Hey,
I be
Erica, I'm
like,
gonna toast to you real quick. Go on, pull that glass up. I'm gonna toast to you. Pull that glass up.
Hey,
There you-
hey, shout out. Hey, what was your
Matter
song,
of fact,
Erica?
Terrence, you might know him. He went to Mount Carmel.
Oh, hell no. We're not going down.
No, you don't know him.
Bad
He
song.
younger than you. You don't know.
There's
Okay.
know a lot of people.
Nah, I don't know nobody, man. I don't know nobody.
Allow me to segue real quick and say this because great banter, but I saw T Nick on the show.
I did too.
Man, Bullets. Hey,
Where? I didn't see him.
Bullets.
I saw him.
Hey, Bullets hit me up and was like, "Hey, you see your boy T Nick?" And I was like, "No, I haven't seen it yet. I missed it." So I'm going through. Right, I'm watching.
When
watching.
Keisha was violating a weirdo.
Right, but wait, J.I., me and all my naivete, I'm looking for Terrence to be like on the screen. He on the picture of somebody's cell phone being popped. I was like, hey, if it wasn't for Bullets, I would have missed it because I was like, I hit Bullets back, ask him. I hit Bullets back and was like, I didn't see Terrence on the show, bro. What
He's at the 25-minute, 28-second mark. We click on that, you'll see him.
Hey,
I gotta
was
look.
like this.
I gotta look.
Picture of
I
him,
didn't see it.
the dude with no facial hair, which makes him look creepy, and the girl.
Christian.
You know,
So-
Yes.
you know when you
gotta
buy
look.
your wallet and they got that picture of the fake family in your wallet?
Yes.
That's what that was.
So to be specific, it's the scene where
Don't be specific. Tell the
Keith-
truth. What the hell happened?
when Keisha was sitting on her bed
Mhm,
and she was going through Christian's social media
mhm,
and she was looking through his pictures and
mhm.
she ran across one of his parents. It was me and I forgot what the lady's name was.
Who
That
cares?
was the mother. But yeah, so I don't know at what point that was. Maybe it was 25 minutes.
I'm gonna have to look for it.
I don't know,
I'm gonna
but
look for it.
it was real
You
quick.
don't know.
It was real quick. So
Erica,
if
I'm
you're
a
not
judge.
really watching, you ain't gonna see it.
No. I'm a
Hey,
pinpoint.
and it's a good pick of T Nick too. It is. I said, okay, I recognize him right off the
Girl
bat.
was sitting on her phone. She was sitting on the bed, like Brandy sitting up in my room on some shit like that. And then
Something.
as I can't sing, man. And
No.
as she's swiping the pictures on the TV, it shows the picture pop up like this. And then you see Terrence looking like a wallet photo from Walmart. And I was like, look, I'm like, hey, look, man, I done watched
Thank
this
you,
show
Bullet.
2 weeks in a row. I did not get my T Nick fixed. I'm like getting frustrated. And Bullets was like, JB, you see your boy? I was like, no, I didn't. And then he showed me the picture. I was like, the damn pic. Oh. And here he is, all 32 showing.
It's on my Facebook page if you all want to see it. Bullets actually put it on the Facebook page.
You know who dude look like? Hey, tell me who your son look like? Your son looked like old boy from a different world that was Colonel Taylor's son.
Terrence.
Terrence. I remember. Yeah.
Wait,
I remember that.
Fun fact. Do y'all know whose son that is in real life?
Don't
Terrence?
tell me Colonel Taylor.
No, whose son that is in real life? Do y'all remember in the 80s? His name was Willie, dark-skinned dude with an afro. He had a dummy. He was like the first black ventriloquist.
Used to be on Sesame Street. And all them.
He had Willie and Lester. Yes.
Right, and he had the red bow tie, the tuxedo, and dude, he had a fro, and the little dummy had a fro. That's his son?
That's his son.
Yeah, that's before my
Terrence
time.
from a different world is his son.
Terrence, that's not before your time because you older than me.
That's before my time. I don't know what the hell y'all talking about. I don't know what y'all talking about. That's before my time, man.
Yo, old ass Terrence. Damn. Know what we talking about. Maybe not.
First of all, he was the only black ventriloquist with a black dummy.
I don't know who we talking about.
Damn, is it just kill T Nick? What's going on, man? Shit.
Hey, trying to educate you.
Hey, T off on T Nick Tuesday. That's what it is.
Right.
Speaking of this, but next.
Hey, I
just said that.
I've continued my love and hate
That's what I'm
relationship with the Shy. It was more love this week because the episode was great.
Well, it was. I'm hoping that next week I'll see what happened with the baby, though. I still have nothing. I want to know.
Enthralled in that. Tabitha not coming back. That girl got that baby and it's hers.
I swear I saw Tabitha in the preview. I swear I did.
He does look like a young Damon Wayans. Bullets, you absolutely correct. Hey, T, I'm going to tell you, it's 2 episodes left.
Who looks like? Oh, dude. Young Damon Wayans.
I think dude finna pull. I think your son finna pull something kind of both.
You think? I don't think so.
What you think?
You know what?
I don't
know if I don't want to get too deep, but we kind of profiling the dude because I've seen online they don't call him the nerd, the goofy, the weirdo, the this to that, like the lame. I'm thinking, and I think Kevin even referred to him. Why don't you date that lame that you work with? I'm like, why is he a goofy? Why is he a cornball? Yeah, because he don't have any. Why is he a cornball? Why is he all that?
Nice.
That's how he comes off.
Because he's nice. Because he's polite.
No, it's not because he's nice and polite.
Yes, it is.
He seems unthreatening.
It's because he's nice and he's polite.
We like that, but he comes off.
He's not a bad boy.
He's a creep.
I've never in my life liked bad boys, but he comes off too
what?
Non-alpha male.
How?
He's too beta.
How?
Because he's just.
Hey, can I say this real quick? Does everybody remember the movie Players Club?
Yes. Classic.
You remember the guy, Myron, with the glasses, clean shaven, that followed Diamond and tried to break her house.
There you go.
Do y'all remember Myron? Y'all remember that episode?
He tried to what?
He followed Diamond, Lisa Ray, he followed her home and tried to break in her crib.
Wait a minute. This
you get
those
type of vibes from him.
The same dude that said Love Jones was not a good movie.
Like a serial killer, creepy.
This is the same dude.
I'm getting that type of move, that type of vibe from dude. Like he not like he coming off like he cool, but he got this like this underlying edge towards him because like some of the stuff he pulled like, hey man, you pull this once this is your girl. You don't pull this on night 1. Like you a little too thirsty. But it just I don't know.
I didn't get that from him. I didn't get that, but I noticed it's you can't win for losing. Like he's not I don't know. I mean, you say he's a lame, he's this, he's that. He's that new.
I said
he's getting that. Erica can say, hey, this dude is. I mean, that's the new passive aggressive insult. If we haven't caught on to it yet, calling somebody weird, like you're weird. You're weird. Like
I'm gonna defer to the.
But I kind of like stuff like that. I kind of like the weird guy, but he a little too.
Too what?
Like that hat, like he just.
It's the
his hat. Wait, his hat? What the fuck is wrong with his hat?
It's like his whole demo, his style is just
creepy, like Buddy from Fat Albert with that hat.
It's not appealing.
Creeper.
All right, man.
No, he can't be a creeper. He can't be
I don't know. I feel like you all are being judgy.
Okay, here's how
We're definitely being judgy.
If I was out with him and some shit went down, I wouldn't look to him to protect me.
Does that make him a lame?
Or
that makes him a pussy?
Yeah.
Hey, my mama watching, man.
There's a difference. I'm sorry, Miss Sandra.
That's exactly what I think. Man. That's what I think. And I don't like those types of men.
Okay, but that doesn't make him a lame. That just makes him that.
That doesn't make him what?
That doesn't make him a lame. That just makes him.
Thank you, Bullets. Hey, AB, can we go Buffalo Bob type? Oh, Silence of the Lambs. I love that, AB.
Creepy McCreeper.
He's none of that. He's
polite. He's nice, and he's thoughtful.
I think he's soft.
Is the opposite of a bad boy.
It's a little too much
on the. You can be nice and thoughtful without being soft.
Oh, he comes off as soft.
Like if something came up, you can't protect me, bro. You're soft.
That doesn't make him.
I don't want no bad boy, but I want a man that can take charge and lead and protect me. I don't want you to start trouble, but if trouble comes, handle it.
Erica doesn't like guys that open the door for her.
Because I grew up with daddies and uncles, and that's what they did. They didn't start trouble, but if trouble came afoot, they handled it. That's what I'm used to. So if you can't
how can you judge Christian and say that he wouldn't be able to handle shit if it hit the fan just because he's nice and he's polite and he's thoughtful?
Well, based on the way the show has went, we haven't seen a side of him that looks like he could handle anything.
Why?
How, Terrence, they could show me something different in the next episode, and I could change my whole story.
You need to see him whoop somebody ass? So if you whoop somebody ass, then okay.
Erica said, I think what Erica's saying is
not just be so timid. Not just be so timid.
He's very meek.
Yeah, tender.
But wait a minute, he's dealing with a rape victim, though. So doesn't he have to
understand his respect level and consideration for that? But still, he's just
the same thing make you laugh, make you cry. We were just laughing like, oh, he's so. May I hug you? Oh yeah, that was so considerate of him. Now he's soft as cake. So which one is
right?
I like it. But
I did think that was taking a lot of consideration.
So hold on. Yeah,
but that other weak stuff,
I just don't.
I understand what you're saying. He doesn't seem like he has an edge to him, or it hasn't been shown in the show. I understand that
it hasn't been shown in the show.
If something happened in the show,
they may show it next week.
So why are we judging him based off of one show?
If they show it next week, I'll eat my words.
I would be very shocked and amazed because if Emmett looks soft, he looks soft to me too. The way he's handling his situation,
anti-alpha.
Huh?
I don't give me that. Yeah. Emmett is hella soft. Don't even get me started.
Emmett is soft and insecure.
Wait. Emmett is soft?
Emmett is soft.
Hey, go back to what CO said.
No, I got to use the bathroom now.
He went in for that real fast, and he was sneaky with that phone.
Sneaky with the phone.
Emmett said, "Nigga, I'll rob you and take all your jewelry." Fuck.
Hey, you're creep. Get creepy.
And
How about
and
I'll
Buddy
beat
was
your
not
bitch
that.
ass for fucking with my woman? How about that? Not nigga,
Now-
I'll rob you and take all your jewelry. That shit is weak.
First of all, a punk buddy that played Haitian Jack in the Tupac movie, I'm not afraid of him. That's first and foremost. Secondly,
I don't remember who that was, but I remember.
dude,
I remember the character, but I don't remember.
I remember faces very well. He played Haitian Jack.
Oh, he played Haitian Jack. Okay.
Played
Okay.
Haitian Jack, yes. I'm not like, buddy, your whole aura don't move me.
First of all, you like I keep referring to you 25 and you hanging out with teenagers.
Strike one.
That alone makes you weak.
Hey, strike.
Who?
You can only mentor.
Who talking about?
And
Emmy?
you're not even like a mentor. You're not a mentor to these teenagers.
No, people,
You hanging out with them.
you hanging
They
out.
mentoring you. Papa is
mentor.
mentoring him.
Dude asked Papa for advice.
Right. Papa is mentoring him, and he's a grown ass man. That in itself makes him weak.
You grown. You got 47
Golly.
kids.
And Kevin even said that. Why you asking Papa for advice and you a grown ass man? And he go, little bro got some info. Whatever. Nigga.
Hey, Terrence. I
Yo,
want you to go watch Footloose. Footloose was a better movie than Love Jones, but we'll talk about that later.
It was. Hold on, wait a minute.
What?
This will get him to watch it. It's a hood classic.
hey, Allen.
It's a hood classic.
Hey, B. Wait, what? Wait, what?
Hey, JR, we gonna talk offline, but I rocks with you, bro.
Hey, Seer Son said
Footloose is a good movie.
What?
he quick. I've never seen that movie.
I seen Footloose a long time ago.
Yeah, I saw that shit a long time ago, but
Like little bitty tights.
I would need to watch it again. Right. I was little.
Oh, don't watch the new Footloose. You gotta watch the Kevin Bacon Footloose.
No, I'm talking about the old one. I was little.
Watch that Zac Efron BS.
I would need
what
to
the
watch
fuck is the new Footloose? What is that?
Hey man, do you have on demand?
Whoa, Alan. I love guys that open the door for me. What are you speaking about?
No. You sure didn't talk like it.
I do not like bad boys. No, I want you to
Yes,
open
you
the
do.
door.
You like
for me.
bad
It's
boys.
All of that.
You love bad boys.
What are you saying?
Based on what you were just saying earlier, you must love bad boys. Cause damn,
I
mean,
didn't say
this
anything
dude
earlier.
Christian is nice, he's considerate, he's thoughtful.
Can I shout out Jabril Ali?
But he got a lameness
Yes.
to him. That doesn't mean I like bad boys. I don't like bad boys.
Okay, let's pick it up. Let's pick this up next week when you all eat your words because you see a different side.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
He's a good kid. Jabril Ali, shout out to you.
I don't hate it.
Shout out, bro. Yeah, you do hate Love Jones. You're a Love Jones hating ass. Face ass. Yeah.
JB's like he's wondering
They
where's
got
the
quiet.
hype?
No, fucking did.
It did.
I like guys that open doors. I like guys that are respectful. I like guys.
Gotta come over soon.
You're right.
Who you talking to?
Terrence.
JB.
Oh,
JB,
yeah,
we
Terrence.
have a little side conversation. But yeah, so you like guys that open doors and you like chivalry and all of that
I love
good
that.
shit, right? Okay, yeah. But this guy's the lame because he's nice and he's thoughtful and he's considerate.
Look,
And, look,
let me tell you something. Lame is not synonymous with nice guy. There are a lot
That's
of
how
nice
you
guys
make
that
it
are not
sound.
lames.
Damn, bro. That's not what
Terrence, you're a nice guy. I don't consider you a lame. John is a nice guy. He's not a lame. I don't know you that well. You seem like a nice guy, and you don't seem like a lame either. It's not synonymous.
he's the lame.
The reasons what?
I said, he's a lame. No, I'm just
but the
kidding.
reasons-
Yeah, is not a
the
lame.
reasons
That's my
The
dude.
reasons why I think that dude is a lame has nothing to do with him being nice. It has to do with his other personality traits.
Yeah, but we haven't even seen other shit though. Always.
And I said that in
energy.
next episodes, if I was shown something different, I would change my tune. I said that.
Okay.
I'm saying from what I've seen thus far.
Terrence, he's a creeper.
That's
But we haven't seen any creepy shit from him.
Creeper until next week.
Okay, all right. We're gonna leave it alone till next week. But shit, my blood is boiling now. I'm charged up on
know
this
about
shit.
Tabitha
Man.
and the baby. You need to get off of that.
I'm charged up on this shit.
Know,
Tabitha is coming back next week. Why?
Can I get you in an episode more than a text picture? I can't text you this more of this, bro.
Not this season.
Nice.
Yeah, not this season. I don't think so. I don't think so. But these last 2 episodes should be entertaining. And Tabitha is coming back.
Again, can we get Lena Waithe on the show? I got a lot of questions for her.
I'm trying. But you know, some of these people, I guess, you know, they feel like they're so untouchable and shit. You know,
we promoting her show.
We are. Maybe she'll be like, fuck it, I'll come on the show. But that would be great. I'm gonna keep trying.
A lot of questions to ask her.
So, Erica, we appreciate you.
Sure.
And
I appreciate you guys as well for always making me feel so welcome.
Conversations are always so good with you. Even if we get heated, we still love each other.
We're not really ever heated.
Boy, AB.
We're not really ever heated.
AB, what's up, man?
But AB, you're gonna have to stop coming for me though. I do like guys that open doors.
I had to get face up with you and admit it. I don't think you have that. I don't think you have that problem, Erica. I don't. I promise.
You notice how AB got that Barry White voice when he said that? I know not like that. I promise. AB got his Mac game on, man.
Always.
AB said always.
You know what else I got right?
Oh no.
Fun fact.
That's one of my favorite songs.
I don't even hear shit.
I Gotta Love Jones. That's
one of my Love Jones.
Songs.
Oh, okay.
That's a great song. It's a very sensual, sexy song.
It's actually a really good album.
Yes, that too.
Yes.
All right, y'all can have this little sensual, sexy conversation on the side. Erica, we appreciate you. We about to close out this show. We'll holler at you next week.
Okay.
See
Bye,
ya.
guys.
Bye,
Always a pleasure.
All right, Erica.
Bye-bye.
Next time.
All right.
Fellas.
That was fun. That was fun.
Most definitely.
That was fun. Yeah, man. So we've been on here for 3 hours. Like we got a damn radio spot.
J.I., I feel like you in Purple Rain, you Prince singing.
Yeah, no, what Buddy told Prince.
What Buddy told Prince, right?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. See, Terrence has no idea about that reference.
But you see how we just connect, like that just happened?
Yeah.
What the fuck are you all talking about?
Nobody's digging your shit but you, kid.
Yes, that's what the fat man told. That's what the fat man told Prince, the club owner told Prince in Purple Rain. I get it. God damn it.
Right after like Darling Nikki or whatever the song was, like he said it right after that shit. Like, damn.
What is this shit?
Hey, y'all know something? We didn't even run a word from our sponsor.
You better hit.
Fuck. Hit it, AB.
Woo!
There was a time when high standards prevailed, when excellent craftsmanship was displayed and treated with the utmost importance. Acquire the crisp, refreshing taste of Moore's Beer. Moore's Beer. Raise your standards.
I'm thirsty just watching that shit. I'm
Moore's
thirsty. You hear the voice behind it? Moore's beer. Raise your standards.
Raise
Man.
your standards.
She
So
said your standards.
So I'm gonna have to go. I think Kenwood, right? Not Kenwood. Kim Bark Liquors.
Kim Bark, yes.
53rd and Hyde Park. Jonathan, I forgot his last name. I think they have it, right?
I think so. Last time I called them, they were out, but they were getting some more.
Okay.
And I know Matson Liquors out in Matson.
Oh.
They had it. They had it. I don't know if they have any more. But I do know if you go sit down at Tilly's, which is in Cal City, 1655 Ring Road, I believe, they have it in the cans, the tall boys. Not
Tilly's
12 ounces, but 16 ounces. They got it.
See, I didn't know it was in Tilly's.
Yeah,
that's kind of important information.
I guess maybe you ain't been looking at my Facebook page because I was at Tilly's on Saturday and I had one of the beautiful bartenders hold up the Moore's can.
As you know, I suck on social media, but that's another story.
We'll get to that later.
Man, you know how to do what you need to do. You know how to do what you need to do on social media.
I know I like a good beer.
Good beer. So Tilly's definitely has the beer. Society, I'm not sure if they still have more or not. Where else? Windy City Cigars. They just had a beer tasting over there on Sunday.
Oh, okay.
So they may have it. That's in Hyde Park. I don't know when the major distribution is coming out when it goes to like Jewel and Mariano's.
Still in infancy stages, so
yeah, but I will keep everybody posted when it does.
I'll tell you this: if anybody watching can get to a Kim Bark Liquors and they have it, please scoop up that Moore's beer, and I'm gonna go myself tomorrow morning and see if I can grab me a 4-pack.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. All right, Bullets. Be safe, man. Be safe. Tell wifey we said what's up.
Man, Bullet.
You don't know who the hell we are.
Hey, Bullets is one of our day ones.
Day one.
Love Bullets.
CCP fam.
Can you reach out so we can send you a t-shirt, man? We got some t-shirts.
Fam. Or we could just take it when we go to LA.
Well, September 11th, we talked about that, but we got to keep that on the hush hush because we'll talk about that a little later.
Okay. Oh, okay. Nobody's supposed to know we're going to LA on September 11th.
You're gonna fly on September 11th?
AB.
Don't do that, man. Don't do
Damn.
that. Don't do that.
Yeah, I guess me and you could be safe. I guess we're gonna do this podcast by ourselves, man.
AB, allow me to say this. Although I understand what you're talking about 9/11, but before there was a 9/11, 1984, 9/11 was the day my sister was born, and she's no longer with us.
My mother was actually born on that too.
Always be a great day for me.
My mother was born on 9/11 actually,
Hey.
and my grandmother. So I got two of them for you.
We kindred spirits, bro.
Yes, sir. Exactly.
We kindred spirits.
Always.
So I'm gonna support 9/11 to the day I expire.
Yeah, same. I hear you on that. Cheers.
That's
to
what's
that.
up.
Cheers to that.
So why don't we get to some shout outs real quick and then we get up out of here because I want to go to Tilly's get a Moore's beer.
Okay, shout out Beat Twice. Shout out Jabril Ali. Oh man, hey Jabril Ali, that's my main man from Tuskegee. You've heard of that, right?
Tuskegee.
From Tuskegee.
From Tuskegee? Oh no, I won't hold that against you though.
Don't.
You still cool, peeps. I won't hold it against you.
Okay. All right. Hey, that's it for me. Keeping it short and sweet.
Short sweet.
Right to the point.
AB, JB.
I'll let you go, JB.
What?
I'll go. Shout out to Miss Sandra. Shout out to Pops. Shout out to SB. Shout out to other family that are not technically on Facebook, but they watch because of the promotion of my mom. A young lady Ruby Rubes. She's an esthetician. Has been following our show and been promoting, telling her clients. So I want to shout out to Ruby Rubes. She does the eyebrows, the eyelashes, and she also does the sculpting, the body sculpting with the ultrasound and everything. I want to shout out to her because she's been promoting our show heavy. So I want to throw a shout out to Ruby Rubes. You can find her on Instagram. Ladies, if you're looking for something for your eyebrows, eyelashes, or maybe trying to shed a couple pounds here or there, check out Ruby Rubes. I want to definitely shout out her because she's been definitely promoting us. So it's only right to promote her. I also want to shout out AB. And the reason I want to shout out AB is because, bro, you don't come on as much as we would love you to, but, man, you like one of the masterminds behind this whole thing, man. Love to see you, bro. Love it.
I mean, if you want me to, I'll start coming out a little more. I just like to stay behind a little bit to let you guys shine, man. And I already interviewed B twice, man. So, I mean, I got to let you guys have the spotlight, but I will definitely do it if you want me on.
I love that.
That's what's up. I love it.
A lot of things we wouldn't have if it wasn't for you. So I appreciate
that, man. And I appreciate you guys. Same shout out I do every week. You guys, first and foremost, for having me here with you every week.
And last but not least, I want to shout out Lake Pod because Lake, no matter what we do, D-Son, Chuck 360, always repping and supporting us. And that's all I got.
I got Kristen Pertee in the chat. She was talking a little bit about football with us, a little bit about Philly. Blake Reed, my buddy from Bears Fans with a Brain, jumping on. He actually went on Bears Fans with a Brain, which is over 7K strong, and said how great you guys were tonight and how awesome it is and how everybody should be watching this show.
Thank you, Blake.
So shout out to my guy Blake for sure.
Thanks, Blake.
100%. And Stable 5 for coming on and telling us to stop talking about the Bears past and talk about the future. Stop beating that dead horse and get on with it, boys.
Sometimes it's fun to talk about a dead horse.
Damn right. I hear you there. That's all it for me.
Okay, well, I will bring up the caboose, I guess it is. Oh, man. Leg Pod Network, shout out to them for taking us on their network. That was huge. Shout out D-Son and Chuck. What's Chuck? Chuck got a
360, I believe, is what it's.
Chuck 360.
Yeah.
Okay, Chuck 360. We got to meet with you too. We look forward to that.
Chuck a dope dude, man. He real solid.
Okay. I can't wait. So yeah, shout out Leg Pod. Shout out to our DJ Fire Jock.
Because he's Jabri Ali too, man.
He's a fireman. That's why his name is Fire Jock. No funny jokes. Jabril Ali, yes. Definitely got a point.
Hey, let me give Jabril a little shine. Hometown is Gary, Indiana, though, so he's right around the corner.
Absolutely.
Hometown is Gary.
Thank you, Jabril.
I don't know why you looking like that, T. Nick. You can't come off the pool.
I used to work out in Gary. Gary is tough, boy. I used to work out in Gary. Shout out Gary. God damn it.
Yeah, shout out GI. Come on, man. Shout out Big Dog Robinson.
See what I'm saying? Shout out to you and everybody else that was in the chat or that is still in the chat. We appreciate y'all. We wouldn't have no show if it wasn't for you. JI, JB, AB, all love, man. We can sit here and debate and discuss, and even if we get heated, which we kind of don't, but even if we did, it's still all love. Y'all my brothers. I appreciate all y'all. It would not be a show without AB, JB, JI. It would not even be a podcast. Nobody wants to watch me by myself. Nobody wants to watch that. So shout out to y'all. Shout out to Plunked. They came back the other day. Really fun show. Kristen Petite.
That's Kirsten.
Yeah, Kristen.
Kristen.
Leo Bucks. Those are my people. Those are my people. Shout out to y'all, man. Appreciate y'all too. Be twice.
Yeah.
Be twizzle for shizzle. That's my nizzle.
That's my dog.
So that was Bernard Berrian for sure. That's my dude. But yeah, shout out to him, man, for coming on. He's always so transparent when he comes on. He's been on a couple times. He was on with me, Emilio, and Kristen a long time ago. So he's coming back. He came back today, and he's always so transparent and 100. He don't lie about nothing. You saw how confident he was talking about his speed, and just throw me the damn ball. Just throw the ball up. I'm gonna get this shit. Just throw it up. I'm gonna get this shit. And yeah, about Brett Favre, he's like, man, I hated playing with him.
I wanted to go back on and tell him that the reason I didn't put that 99-yard touchdown was because it was in a purple uniform.
There you go.
I am not putting that shit on our podcast. I'm sorry, boys.
We do that.
Dude, I don't even like to acknowledge Brett Favre. Fuck him. Fuck Brett Favre. Hey, Brett Favre, if you watching, fuck you, dog.
Something tells me he ain't watching. He's probably watching CMT somewhere or some shit like that.
Yeah, but
Brett, you're a big dude. I'm just playing. But no, for real, fuck you. Shout out to my parents if they are. I know my mother's not watching, so shout out to Pops, Dad, if you are watching. You my dude. I appreciate you. I know my sister was watching earlier because she said something in the chat. Ms. Benet, I don't know if you all saw it, but peace to my sister. I appreciate you for even watching for a second. And of course, Lisette. And that is all my shouts. But next week, Ryan Baker. So if you watch the CBS News and you stay up for the sports that comes on about 10:20, you'll see Ryan Baker. I don't know if he's on nights, but I think he's on in the morning.
He's on all day because he does that like 5 a.m. show or whatever it is.
Oh yeah. Right. Which brings me to my next point. We gotta start the pod early.
Like I was hoping you got that. I wanted to call you out on that.
We got to start the pod at 5 p.m. He has requested that we start at 5 p.m.
At what time?
5 p.m. So, I mean, if you all can't make it happen, I understand that. Because
on Tuesday?
We all have full-time jobs, I know. But I'm gonna bend some corners, pull some strings. I'm gonna make that shit happen. If you all can't. Maybe I know you'll make it happen. That's cool. But yeah, so Ryan Baker, he went to U of I and he's also on the news. He's a big Bears guy.
U of I guy too, huh?
Yeah.
Good. I guess somebody to talk about Illini basketball with that.
Right. So we can talk about.
I didn't want to stay. So
we can talk about a few things with him. We could talk about U of I. We talk about the Bears. We talk about the Bulls. We talk about whatever. He's just the big Chicago sports dude. So
love it.
I look forward to that. That's going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, so we got a lot of good stuff coming up in the month of August, man. Well, end of July, which is next week, and then the month of August. Woo! I can't wait. The month of August is gonna hit people like, man. I can't wait. So, yeah, man. But it's been 3 hours and 14 minutes. We need to get the hell up out of here.
Yeah,
we do.
Yeah.
We do.
Yeah. Are we still gonna do that afterwards? We're gonna have some beers and shoot the shit. Okay. All right, so let's meet backstage after this.
I actually got one more shout out right before we go. I'm doing this one for JB for sure. I got a shout out to Kevin Bacon, man.
Hey, the best movie ever.